Here we go. We're going live and I'm about to sneeze. Okay, welcome to Modern Escapism streams and talks over the Game Awards 2020. Okay, we're just in the pre-show at the minute. So, I'm going to get the categories open. We also want to be in there. Where's the video? Yep, there. Okay. Right, we want the list of nominees up. So yeah, we are just in the kind of the pre-show at the minute, so it's kind of on in the background. In fact, you know, we'll put the audio on and we'll put it quite low.
And that's what you're seeing right now. Whether
so it's just Jeff Keighley talking to people, as he's wont to do. So, the hell's my mouse gone? There it is. So nominees. So we have Game of the Year, Best Game Direction, Best Narrative. There is plenty to talk about. So obviously the big one, Best Game of the Year, is between Doom Eternal, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghosts of Tsushima, Hades, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and The Last of Us Part 2. I think out of all of those, I would want Hades? I'd say out of all of them, that's the only one I've kind of really liked. I did enjoy The Last of Us 2, but I couldn't finish it. It's too bleak. This game direction is Final Fantasy VII, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, The Last of Us Part 2. I guess I would kind of want that between Hades and Half-Life Alyx, if I'm perfectly honest. Best Narrative, 13 Sentinels, Final Fantasy VII, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us Part 2. Hades is the only one I've finished. Art Direction, I'm seeing a pattern here. Final Fantasy VII, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Last of Us Part 2. Probably say the Hades or Ori for that one. Score and music, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII, Hades, Ori, Last of Us... Fucking hell, it's all the same games. I guess Doom Eternal soundtrack was pretty banging. I'll give it that, even though I didn't much like the game. Best Audio Design, Doom Eternal, Half-Life Alyx, Ghost of Tsushima, Resi 3, Last of Us Part 2. Probably say Half-Life Alyx, that game is fucking terrifying. Best Performance, Ashley Johnson as Ellie in Last of Us, Laura Bailey as Abby in Last of Us, Daisuke Suji as Jin Sakai in Ghost of Tsushima, Logan Cunningham as Hades in Hades, or Naji Jeter as Miles Morales. Again, actually I'd probably say Laura Bailey as Abby in Last of Us Part 2. She was excellent in that game. Also, so very different to what Laura Bailey's actually like. It's really weird. Games for Impact, If Found, Kentucky Route Zero, Spiritfarer, Tell Me Why, or Through the Darkest Times. I haven't played any of those games, so I couldn't determine that. Best Ongoing, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, COD Warzone, Fortnite, or No Man's Sky. I don't know, actually. I'd probably give it a No Man's Sky. It's the only one of those I kind of really have played with any regularity, although Destiny 2 is supposedly quite good these days. Best Indie, Carrion, Fall Guys, Hades, Spelunky, or Spiritfarer. Hades. Best Mobile Game, Among Us, Call of Duty Mobile, Genshin Impact, Legends of Runeterra, or Pokemon Cafe. I've only played Among Us, but Among Us didn't come out this year, so I'm surprised it's up for an award. Like, Among Us is like 2 and a bit years old. It's in the zeitgeist, you know? Best Community Support, Apex, Destiny, Fall Guys, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, or Valorant. I say Fall Guys. Just for their Twitter account's hilarious. Best VR, AR, Dreams, Half-Life Alyx, Marvel's Iron Man, Star Wars Squadrons, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners. I'd want to go Half-Life Alyx, although Star Wars Squadrons is excellent, in my opinion. Innovation in Accessibility, AC Valhalla, Grounded, Hyperdos, Last of Us Part 2, Watch Dogs Legion. I'd say Last of Us Part 2 for that, because much as I didn't really like the game, the accessibility options in it were just staggering. So good. Best action: Doom, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2, Streets of Rage 4. It's between Hades and Half-Life Alyx for me. Best action adventure: Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima. Have they announced best score? Have they? Who won that? I've got the pre-show playing in the background, Joe, but I was going through the categories. There is a fucking lot of categories.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's the combination of this incredibly advanced, sophisticated, complicated.
Oh shit, there are a lot of them.
The combination of that is actually.
I'm literally on the Game Awards website now. It doesn't tell you if there's anybody's won yet.
Powerful. It's hard to talk about and explain the profound impact that accessibility can have for a player and for a player experience or for a consumer experience. But it will be the most.
That's really annoying if they announce one of the winners of the award in the pre-show, because the pre-show started before I got here. The pre-show was supposed to start at 11:30, which is why I came on then. The fucking pre-show was actually already in full swing when I came on.
I was talking to a friend of mine about this. Think about how we thought about.
I don't even know who these people are.
There were a lot of smartphones on the market. You had your camera, you had an iPod.
Sorry, I was scrolling down there. I'm not capturing the video directly. I'm just capturing like an image of the page.
Having all these things in one place, then to have these experiences actually.
Who won best score then, Joe? Do you know?
We all can't live without and can't imagine our lives without at this point. And I really believe that this.
Maybe I should open the Game Awards Twitter.
Next generation of gaming, the bounds that we have and the barriers and limitations that were on.
I'm not very prepared for this. As you can see.
Players, or access and friction. Phil, you talked about friction earlier in the conversation. It's hard to underestimate the power of that and the power and the impact that accessibility is going to have on our industry, on gaming for players, and dare I say, society at large.
Yeah, maybe if I just.
Wait, hang on a second. So what am I fucking watching? I'm on the Game Awards YouTube channel. Oh, you idiot. Right, okay, that's what I was getting wrong. I was on the wrong fucking Jeff Keighley thing. I am an idiot. No, I want the talk over screen. There we go. So we've missed some trailers and one of the awards.
Thank you, yes. Oh, hey, thank you. We'll see you next year. Or whatever.
So far we've missed the winner of Best Score, which was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
To highlight new games from all sorts of developers, from AAA big shots like Devolver to smaller independent studios.
Okay,
Our
we're in the
next
right
world
place now.
premiere is the debut of a new game from Awaseb, a young studio started in New Caledonia. Enjoy.
New Caledonia. Okay. Well, this looks pretty. Ooh.
Ada hai pun tak ifedi saja sila. Kalau.
I'm liking the look of this. Getting very big Breath of the Wild vibes from it. Okay, maybe not. Wow. What is this? Yeah, I'm getting that vibe too. Chia. You have my attention. That looks really lovely. There are actually people at the Game Awards.
This next award category is for one of gaming's most popular genres, action-adventure. The breadth of what is considered an action-adventure game also leads to this regularly being one of our most competitive categories.
So we're in the pre-show, but we're
Incidentally,
having the show.
For the past 3 years, the Game Award winner for action-adventure has gone on to win Game of the Year. So this is a big one. Here
Surprise
are
at the
the
pre-show!
nominees for Best
God, it
Action-Adventure
infuriates me
Game.
how they do this.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Ghost of Tsushima, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ori
Yeah,
and the Will of the
I
Wisps,
started the stream in the wrong place.
Star
I was in the
Wars Jedi
pre-show.
Fallen Order, and The Last of Us Part 2. And the winner is The Last of Us Part 2.
Shocking.
Wow, we won! This is awesome. We want to thank the Game Awards for choosing us as
Shocked.
the best action-adventure game.
Hey, Monkey.
On behalf of the directors, which is myself, Anthony Newman, and Neil Druckmann, we want to thank the entire team at Naughty Dog who poured their heart and souls into this game. It's really their talent that immerses you in that world and really makes you feel like you're on this journey with Ellie. I want to thank Evan Wells, our president, also everyone at Sony and our partners.
I think Last of Us Part 2 is going to win very big tonight. Which is annoying because there's a lot of good games against it, like Hades and Half-Life Alyx and stuff like that.
And really help make this game something special. You guys make it worth it, so thank you again.
Congratulations once more to The Last
Also,
of
I
Us
just want to
Part
point out,
2.
while this is going
We have
on,
many more awards
you can
coming
pay
up in the
chat
pre-show, but first, here's another
to
trailer.
have messages highlighted. That is really scummy. I don't like that. They shouldn't be doing
Hi
that for this.
everyone, I'm Connie. I'm the CEO and creative director of my games company called Yomai in beautiful
Yomai.
Berlin. It was such an honor to be nominated for the Games for Impact category at last year's The Game Awards for our most important project today called Sea of Solitude.
Sea of
I'm
Solitude was
very
supposed to be really
happy
good.
to announce that Sea of Solitude will be coming to Nintendo Switch this winter.
Oh, lovely.
But it's not just a port. We fully reworked the entire game. We're calling it the Director's Cut because it's a version that truly represents what I wanted to convey about the topics that are especially important in today's difficult times. We can't wait to share it with you. Until then, stay safe, enjoy the Game Awards, and see you soon.
See you soon, lady. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh,
them too, don't you?
oh, this is Sea of Solitude, isn't it? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention there.
They're waiting for us to capsize. To drown. We'll face them. We'll chase them across the Sea of Solitude.
Yeah, you get the last Guardian vibes out of this.
Sail, and we won't stop until we reach safe harbor together.
It was a lovely little game. I wish I'd played more of it. I might actually pick it up on the Switch to play it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, Smashes. Yeah, it's weird. They've given out 2 awards already, so Best Action Adventure Game and Best Score, but we're in the pre-show.
We've had
So
some
this isn't the
great
show
world premieres
itself?
already, but we recognize there
yeah,
may
new
be
Specs
some
Monkey.
fans of elegant,
Yeah, picked them
shadow-based
up,
puzzle games who feel left out.
couple of weeks ago.
Don't worry,
Oh,
we've
cool.
got
Last
something
week, in
for you
fact.
too. From Focus Home Interactive, here
got me
is
head
Shady
shaved and all
Part of
that.
Me.
I'm not feeling good. I feel dreadful, but you know.
There once was a girl who was trapped in the dark, with naught but her shadow for company. A journey to escape she did embark. And
Ooh,
her
I love the
shadow
art style of
followed
this.
distrustfully. Girl found no hope in light, but despair. Her shadow smiled. With me there is a way. Hand in hand, we break free from this nether. Step by step, we will rise together.
It does, doesn't it? Shady part of me. Okay, interested. Love the art style.
If you're just joining us now, welcome. We're in the middle of what has turned out to be a jam-packed pre-show for the Game Awards. We've just premiered 2 trailers back to back, and now we'd like to take a moment to announce the winners of 3 awards.
What?
First is Best Family Game, a category that did a lot of heavy lifting this year throughout the months of what seems like endless lockdown. When pools closed and Chuck E. Cheese went bankrupt, family games were always there. The nominees are Animal Crossing: New Horizons,
I'll probably win it.
Crash Bandicoot 4: It's About Time, Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout, Mario Kart Live: Home Circuit, Minecraft Dungeons, and Paper Mario: The Origami King.
Paper Mario
And the
could get
winner
it,
is
but it'd be Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing:
There we go.
New Horizons.
Not shocked in the slightest. Who the fuck has donated in the chat
Next,
$100
I
bloody
have
dollars?
the honor of awarding Best Community Support. This category debuted last year, and it represents the games that truly
I think
value their
Fall
player
Guys should win this one
demonstrated
because
through
their
communication and
Twitter
respect.
account is hilarious.
Here are the nominees: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Fall Guys: Ultimate Knockout, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, and Valorant. And the winner is Fall Guys:
There we go.
Ultimate Knockout.
That's a good one for them to win because you should look at their Twitter accounts. Bloody
Finally,
brilliant.
we get to acknowledge the winner for Best Debut Game. This, of course, goes to nominees that represent an independent studio's first ever release. It's an award for fresh perspectives, new ideas, and distinguished bravery. The nominees for Best Debut Game are CARRION, Mortal Shell, Phasmophobia,
Oh, don't give it a
Raji,
Phasmophobia,
an
that
ancient
dreadful
epic,
game.
and Roki.
I'd say Carrion or
And the
Raji.
winner is Phasmophobia.
Oh, fuck you. That game is broken jank. Just made it big on
That's
Twitch because
5
people shouted at
trophies
it.
down, and the Game Awards haven't even officially started yet. As
Also,
the
the
handy
fucking
countdown
side of the
timer
case of
says,
my
we
PC is
are
making a
minutes
horrible
away.
rattling
So
noise.
I'd like to take a moment to let you know about a few ways you can interact with tonight's big show. All night long, fans will be predicting the winners on Twitch using a
Yeah, it
special
was.
voting extension powered by Verizon, 5G, built for gamers. Lock in your picks throughout the night
Really
to
good game,
see
Carrion.
if you guess the right winner, and whether you're watching on our official channel or from one of hundreds of co-streams. Mega Drops will be activated for Fortnite and Among Us. Over the last few days, fans
Okay.
have visited our at the Game Awards TikTok channel and voted on which The Last of Us Part 2 team they support, Team Abby or Team Ellie. The votes are in, and Team Ellie won the vote. Thanks for your votes, and be sure to follow us on TikTok if you haven't yet to catch all our great gaming content. We polled Reddit's r/gaming community to see what their pick is for 2020's Game of the Year, and the winner is Ghost of Tsushima. As for the Game Award for Game of the Year, we obviously won't learn that until the end of the night. For now, we're about to take a super short break, but coming up on the other side, we've got winners for each of our esports awards, a Persona 5 Strikers performance, and of course, more world premieres.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks, Sydney. Listen, it's hard for me to believe that it was 27 years ago that my brother Robin and I watched players venture into the Ages of Mist for the first time. Anyway, today I am so excited to start a new chapter of Mist with the release of an entirely reconstructed VR version that's available now on the Oculus Quest platform. We've got
What?
something special for anyone who purchases Mist. They'll unlock a Mist-themed Oculus home environment. I'm
What?
so thrilled for you to experience Mist in VR, and thank you so much for your continued love and support.
I mean, this is such a perfect game for VR. Strap that old headset on. Spiffing, marvellous. Ooh, okay, let's have a quick look on... I don't know why I'm trying to open it on my phone. I actually have the Oculus app on my computer.
Welcome back to the Game Awards pre-show. For the
how much
first
is
time
that?
ever, I get to introduce a musical performance right here in the pre-show. And I'm not sure there could be anything better to jump off with. Performing Last Surprise from the Persona 5 Strikers soundtrack from Tokyo, Japan, here is Lynn featuring the Persona band.
Game Awards. Are you ready?
Right, okay, hang on. So I'm in the Oculus app. Missed. Well, okay, so it's not appearing on the store yet. Also, this is a banging track. I will keep an eye out for that. I need to kill Discord because I'm getting messages. I know, but it's someone. It's Biggie actually messaging me directly. I do look like a good studio recording, don't you? Oh! Is that the right note, love? Also, I really want a flying V. I'm too fat to play one, because it just looks stupid on me, but I really want a flying V guitar. Anyone wants to be nice to me for Christmas, give some flying V, that would be great. Thank you very much.
Why just an equal second arrow with blue sky, but the lightning stick your worst dreams up. It's not an accident that no one hears your cry until last friend sees the tears up. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast.
Our flying Vs don't need to sound good, they just always look good. Deeply silly guitars, and I love them. A big Hammond organ as well, that always sounds good for a bit of rock music. Lovely.
At this year's TGS, Square Enix officially announced an update to 2010's Nier Replicant, the prequel to Nier Automata. The actual title of this remake was, of course, another sick joke from director Yoko Taro. But the Game Awards pre-show will never turn down a challenge. Tonight, I am both happy and unafraid to introduce the gameplay debut for Nier Replicant version 1.22474487139139.
Yes, this is the title of the game. Keen on this, to love Nier Automata. kind of as I expected. So it's just a bit more fantasy than an Automata. Still the same bullet hell bullshit. Third of April. Yeah, I'm up for that.
It's been a special night already, and now I get to share with you another Game Awards first, the world premiere of a new band. You heard me correctly. They're playing
new band,
their
not new
debut
game.
single, Follow Unfollow. Please welcome, for the first time ever, OFK.
What is this bullshit? Are you fucking kidding me?
Is it falling apart? Was it already broken? Am I back at the start? Can I let all the hope in? It's the glow on my phone from a brand new vibration, and the numbers alone in a new combination. Sorry for the follow, unfollow. I'll be on my best behavior by tomorrow.
It's a nice enough sounding song. Everyone's getting Gorillaz vibes from the art style of this video. I kind of think the lead singer looks like 2D a bit. Okay.
That's a bop. Tonight's about celebrating
That's a
all
bop.
of 2020's best in the world of gaming, and that would be impossible without honoring esports best talent.
Hey, Biggie
who, despite
subscribed.
everything,
Thank you, Biggie.
thrived and
Welcome.
continued to entertain and inspire. Of the 30 different game
Oh, we got an
awards
emote thanks to
categories,
Biggie's subscription.
5 are esports awards.
Look
We're
at that,
about to
Biggie.
announce
You
each
contributed.
winner, but I may need to call in some help to get through them all. We'll see. Here we go. For best esports game, the nominees are Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite,
We got 2020 Speak
League
Up
of
apparently.
Legends, and Valorant. And the winner is
I still don't really.
League of Legends.
I still don't really buy Fortnite as an esports game. League of Legends, fine.
For best esports coach, the nominees are Krusty, Grabs,
Krusty?
Rambo,
The clan?
Zeppa, and Zonic. And the winner is Zonic. For best esports event,
just fucking
the
rattle through
nominees
these.
are Blast Premier Spring 2020
Just-
European Finals,
A taxi to get.
Call of Duty League Championship 2020, IEM Katowice 2020,
Katowice.
League of Legends World Championship
I'd say IEM
2020,
Katowice because that's always
and
the best one for
Overwatch
me.
League Grand Finals 2020. And the winner is League of Legends World Championship 2020.
Didn't watch it.
For best esports host, the nominees are Dash, GoldenBoy, Machine, Sheever, and Shocks. And the winner is
No idea.
Shocks.
Sure, he's very
For
good at
best
it.
esports
Or she.
team,
Maybe.
the nominees are Dallas Empire, Damwon Gaming, G2 Esports, San Francisco Shock, and Team Secret. And the winner is G2 Esports. Congratulations to all of the winners.
There you go. That's the
And now,
esports section
to
of
announce
the
winner of
pre-show
Best
show.
Esports Athlete, here's the host of ESPN's First Take and the new ESPN Plus show, Stephen A's World, Stephen A. Smith.
I know what y'all are thinking. Did they just bring Stephen A. Smith to the Game Awards in an effort to legitimize esports as something equal to athletic sports?
Best team is team. To Team Pornhub. Does Pornhub have an esports team?
They're doing their thing. When every major sports league in the nation
That would be the most 2020
shut
thing if
down,
they did.
Esports just kept on going. With that being said, I'll say this much. All of the esports athletes nominated are without question more determined, more tenacious, and definitely win more than anybody on the Dallas Cowboys.
Nice.
Now for
I still do take quite exception to the idea of an esports athlete. In the same way that darts players are not athletes.
Shotzi, Zaiwu.
Zaiwu.
And the winner is
It's fun to say, Zaiwu.
Showmaker.
일단 이런 상을 주신 거에 대해서 되게 영광스럽고 감사하게 생각하고 뭐 팬분들의 응원이나 진짜 선수들, 감독, 코치님 전부 다 노력해서 받았다고 생각하고 항상 열심히 하면서 살겠습니다. 감사합니다.
You can definitely sense
All right,
it,
then.
right? The Game Awards are about to begin. Stephen A. Smith just handed out the final award of the pre-show. And now it's time for one last premiere before the main show begins. And it's got something we could all use a little more of. Dragons fighting dragons. Here's Sentry, Age of Ashes.
This screams iOS game. Playwing, I think they're a Chinese company, if I'm not mistaken. Might be mistaken. Like backwards Skyrim, is it? Oh, this is pretty. Isn't this what oh, what was that PS3 game? Oh, multiplayer, no. I wanted a campaign. Lost all interest if it's just a multiplayer game. No, it's a PC game.
And with that, it means I'm
No,
about
not Panzer,
to
not
sign
Panzer Dragoon.
off
I'm thinking,
and hand it over to Jeff. Look forward to
shit,
performances
you know what, I'm
from
gonna
Eddie
Google it.
Vedder and the London Philharmonic Orchestra, who will be playing the traditional Game of the Year medley, as well as a special surprise. I love surprises. There will be world premieres from Fall Guys,
Lair,
Dragon Age,
that's it.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Among Us, huge surprises, little surprises, and of course, awards for the greatest games of 2020. This is Sydney Goodman signing off. The Game Awards start right now.
Okay then. Yeah, Smash's Lair. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, it looks like it's trying to do what Lair tried to do like 10 years ago. But Lair famously failed at it because it was a miserable game. Oh, don't tell me my headset battery's dying.
Hello, everyone around the world, and welcome to the
Are we,
Game
Jeff?
Awards 2020. We are so happy to have you joining us tonight. You know, this year, of course, will be a little bit different. It's been a tough year for everyone, I know, and normally
fancy them
for the
toads.
holiday season, we'd all be gathering with our friends and family, and I know that can't happen for all of us, but tonight we can gather here and connect around games, something that we all love. Games connect us. And I'm here in Los Angeles, and whether you're watching
What's with the zips
live
on his
right now
lapels?
in China early in the morning, in Europe, America, my native Canada, wherever you are,
Oh, he's
even
Canadian.
in India this year, all over the globe, we are coming together tonight to celebrate our love of video games. Now, to keep everyone safe tonight, nominees are going to be joining us live via Zoom from all over the world. You can see them there. Hi, everybody. They're all joining us from their
Fucking
homes.
wish I
their
invested in
studios,
Zoom last year.
China, Europe, Los Angeles, far and wide. And we will have all these guys joining us tonight as we get through all the awards live in the show. We're going to be joined also by some very special guests. Keanu Reeves, Gal Gadot, Brie Larson, Tom Holland, Christopher Nolan, John David Washington, the Swedish Chef, Reggie, and more. And we also have
one
a very
person that's
special
been involved in
performance
games.
by Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. He will be in Seattle, and the London Philharmonic Orchestra from Abbey Road Studios in London, conducted by Lauren Balfe. It is going to be an amazing show, and as always, we've got the awards, we've got first looks, we've got new game announcements. All of the things that make the Game Awards special will be here. And what I love about this show is that the entire industry comes together tonight to celebrate games. Everyone is here. Or at least I thought everyone was here. It does sound like we're still expecting someone else to arrive.
Oh, God. Oh, here we go. There's a new Smash Fighter. Any bets? Shaggy. Sonic was in Smash. Sephiroth! Sorry, I don't know why I find that so funny. Fucking hell. Why do I find this so funny? I shall give Smash despair. Sephiroth. Fucking hell. Guess you're getting the Switch. Yeah, you are. Looks like there'll be riots while Luigi's. I know, right? Most of Twitter was saying, finally it's going to be Waluigi. Oh, you wouldn't know, Biggie. That shot of him holding Mario up on the Masamune, that was just... Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh, Pip, just some supreme silliness from Smash Brothers. Oh god, that was so funny. Oh, fucking hell.
All right, the fun is just getting started.
Oh.
But of course, this show is also
Okay, that was a strong
about
start, I
awards.
like
And
that.
to present our first award, you probably know her as Captain Marvel. She's an Oscar-winning actor, a filmmaker, and a dedicated activist, and she's joining us now live on Zoom. It's Brie Larson. Hey, Brie.
Hello! Tonight, I am honored to present the award for Best Performance. Among the nominees is an inclusive group of talented actors filling vastly different roles in games that are nothing alike.
I still think this will be Laura
These
Bailey
artists
for
are nominated tonight for what they share
Abby
in common:
Last of Us.
a clear dedication to their craft and an extraordinary ability to bring humanity and empathy to their roles. Here are the nominees for Best Performance.
Best Performance. You can't stop this.
The Khan deserves to suffer.
Stupid boy. You shall never reach the surface.
Do like Liam Cunningham as Hades.
You'll be a hero, Miles.
Okay, let's do this.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
And the game award goes to Laura Bailey
Yeah.
as Abby, The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, so
Oh man. Oh wow. Wow. I was such a fan of the original.
It's very
Last
hard
of
not to
Us
see her
and
as
of Troy and
Jester
Ashley's
from
performances within it.
Critical Role.
I fell in love with Joel and Ellie, so it is no surprise to me that Abby's role within this story has been met with such passionate responses. But to have been able to play such a fantastically challenging character who, through her story, enables the player to find forgiveness and empathy is something that I'll be eternally grateful for. Oh man, I told the team on the day that I finished filming that what I wanted more than anything was for my performance to give a performance that honored the impact that the original game had on me. So this award means so much.
Yeah, that's lovely, isn't it?
Thank you to Neil and to Hallie and the entire team for giving me the opportunity and for all of the support and the guidance along the way. To Patrick and Ian and Grace for everything you did.
It's kind of hard to like play her off the stage though when she's on a Zoom call.
By my side.
And she's all of a sudden starting to get tweets
Troy,
now.
Who, through our, I don't know, decades of working together in this industry, we've been allies, we've been enemies, and we've been everything in between. And every single time I work with you, I come away better for it. Thank you for always having my back. And to Ashley, who I love so much. I don't know what else to say other than
Mute your phone.
I think you should probably be giving the speech right now. I think you're amazing, and your strength and your power and your vulnerability and your performance left me speechless. I love you. Marry me. To my husband, Travis, who spent countless hours just listening to me come to terms with what this game's journey has been. And to the fans, obviously, to everyone who voted, thank you for your support and for your love and for
Plus,
your
I do like
passion
Laura Bailey. She's
and
lovely.
for
But she is going on
allowing
a bit.
yourself to go on this journey with Abby and with me. Thank you. I love you.
Congratulations, Laura. I think I heard iMessages coming in for people congratulating you as that was going on. It's so great to have everyone here celebrating an amazing year for games. All right, we are streaming on every platform tonight.
Everyone and all the
Twitch,
other
where we have
nominees are now
drops
going to
for
be told,
Among Us
mute
and
your
Fortnite,
phones.
who both have world premieres coming up later in the show. And throughout the night, we will also be interactive on Twitch. You can predict who you think will win using a Twitch extension. And first up, best ongoing game. So go and vote now. Lock in your predictions. All right, well, even with everything going on, it's been one of those special years that sees the launch of new next-gen consoles. And with that brings a whole new generation of games. Tonight,
Did
we
it?
are honored
It
to
didn't?
have one team, a new team of veterans, reveal the very first details
not a next-gen
of their
game on the
ambitious
Xbox.
and exciting new project right here. at the
Halo's
Game
not coming out
Awards.
till
Enjoy.
October or something next year or something. Isn't it? Is it autumn next year? It's being pushed back to.
Pretty much since the day I started, there's been a really clear player fantasy. I think the thing that makes it different from a lot of first-person games is it's not just about shooting.
Eco-sci-fi is a term that we use.
Future fiction, but from an ecological focus.
There's been this ecological disaster.
These corporations came in and they developed new technology, and on the surface, everything's pretty great.
Yes, Jeff, this year's been special.
But we're really excited with where things are going.
Bless him,
We wanted
Jeff
to
Keighley
share a
tries.
Cinematic piece that helps set the tone for our world.
So this is ecological sci-fi.
The initiative.
Oh god, that hurt my throat. He's a Canadian Anan, of course he tries.
I remember when everything changed. The floods, the storms, the fires, people dying in the streets. corporations gave us solutions. A better world. And we welcome them into our lives. But the laws of nature aren't meant to be broken. We need to know what they're hiding.
Okay. It's a very slick trailer. Anyone ever think like the idea of the corporation is starting to get a bit on the nose with it in a lot of fiction? That looks like Advent.
Did you find the answers you were looking for, Agent Dark?
Oh! Oh!
It's just the beginning.
Oh, it's Perfect Dark! Oh, wow. Okay, right, okay. I'm interested. Been a while since we've had one of these. Xbox! Well
there
then.
You go. Perfect Dark from the Initiative, Xbox. Very exciting to have that announced. All right, well, we're going to go right into another
Brushing straight
game
past that,
announcement
Jeff. It's
for
a
the
game
first
that hasn't had a
time
new
right
one in
here
like 20
at the
years.
Game Awards. Check it out.
Yes, I'm happy with that. Monk's voice stunned silence. Can you quite believe it, Monkey? The whole eco-sci-fi thing, it really misled me there. I didn't really think they would go... Oh, what is this? Oh god, that was unpleasant. Left 4 Dead? This has got definitely got. Nah, not Dead by Daylight.
No worm-ridden son of a bitch is gonna stop us.
Up her up, handsome.
This.
What the hell? Cover me!
Loving this music in the background. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking Left 4 Dead. But that can't be right. Valve doesn't make games with 3 in the title.
What is that? Take it out!
Nah, it's not Dying Light.
This is my favorite hoodie.
Little club soda will take that right out.
Watch out!
That's a big lad. Back 4 Blood. So we calling this Left 4 Dead in all but name?
Back for Blood, and I'm now joined by Chris Ashton of Turtle Rock Studios. This is pretty exciting for all us Left 4 Dead fans. Of course, you guys are known for all the amazing work Left 4 Dead, and now
Yeah,
you're building
it's Left 4 Dead in all but name.
on building on the legacy with this new zombie co-op shooter. What's new? What can you tell us about it, Chris?
Well, we wanted to do more and bigger, right? We wanted to have more playable characters, more missions, more story, but we also wanted to have a bigger variety of zombies to fight, right? But also we wanted to go bigger. So now we've got these 20-foot tall zombie monstrosities that are definitely going to take
analysis time, Joe.
the help of your friends in order to defeat.
All right, well, it's great to have this game announced, but it sounds like I think you've prepared a little surprise for everyone watching, right?
Oh yeah, like movies are cool, but gameplay is king, right? So let's see some of that.
Okay, here we go. Here's the gameplay reveal.
That guy's
of
so
Back 4 Blood.
stoned.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, let's see how close to Left 4 Dead this is. These trainers are ridiculous, aren't they?
Ready? Not one for speeches. So how about we just go kill some Rick?
Nice pep talk.
Ah, damn. Here we go.
It is just literally Left 4 Dead. The movement's the same. It's got a little jank to it. I mean, I know it's pre-alpha, but... Yeah, you slip and slide around like a good old Valve shooter does.
I got a bullet for you. And you. And you.
Anything, Monk's Boy, fancy some of this in the future? I know you like Left 4 Dead. Oh, that's a big lad. Yeah, this looks like it'll be chaotic fun with a few friends.
Thanks, Holly.
Oh, I thought you liked Left 4 Dead. Wonder who I'm thinking of then. Never mind.
Need to finish them off and fast.
The voiceovers can fuck off, yeah.
Do these guys ever take a vacation?
Oh my god, do these guys like ever take a vacation? Yeah, let's hope we can mod that down. Okay, it's literally Left 4 Dead. I'm fine with that. I like Left 4 Dead. The second one was one of my favorite 360 games. I had a good group of mates at the time I used to play that with quite regularly. Nope, okay, fair enough. Oh, start playing next week. Sweet, I might look for that actually. Well, depending... I'll apply for it, and if we can stream it, we might.
There you go, Back for Blood, June
Well, you tend not to be able to
next
stream
year.
alphas.
Alpha next week. Crazy. All right, very exciting. Well, tonight we're celebrating games, and we've got awesome discounts on many of tonight's nominees with the Game Awards sale across Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo eShop, Epic Games Store, and Steam. And we also have the Game Awards Festival, a chance to play upcoming games like Little Nightmares 2, and some of the games are also available instantly with GeForce Now. So make sure to check that out. You can stream on any device with no
Stop trying to make
downloads
GeForce
on
Now
GeForce
happen.
Now. Well, we
People don't
also
like
have
Stadia
a lot
either.
of great stuff coming up. We'll have performances from the London Philharmonic Orchestra and Eddie Vedder. But right now, 2 years ago, we announced at the Game Awards Scavengers from Midwinter Entertainment. Everyone has been wondering when they'll get to play it. For news on that,
Have
let's
we?
hear from Midwinter.
I don't even remember that game.
Thanks, Jeff. I do have a really exciting update for you, but first, I just want to thank the many thousands of players who've been testing the game with us over the past year.
Can someone check
Your
on Candy
feedback
Machine?
and
Is
your
she alive
support
still?
means the world to us. We couldn't do this without you.
I think she might have passed out at the
Today,
possibility of another perfect
I have
arc.
big news to share.
Explorers. It's time.
Oh, I remember this game now.
You'll face off against many others.
Yeah, he said Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam.
There are countless strategies and paths to success. Find the ones that get you back alive.
Yeah, this is like Winter Hunger Games shit kind of thing.
I've been preparing this for years. Now, I need you.
Keep up, if you can see me.
Time to light the fire.
Yeah.
Now it's going to be a good time, isn't it?
I know, I think... maybe?
Everything is in place.
I don't know, actually. I had it in my head that they were two separate performances.
Begins now.
All right, so
It's all
there
you want,
have
isn't it?
it.
Biggie Anthem
the
2.
PC closed beta for Scavengers starts right now. If you're part of our community, you can play with your existing Steam key. But we're also opening up 50,000 slots for new players. So go to playscavengers.com, sign up for free, and we'll see you in the game.
Ah, yeah, alright, mate. I'll take a pass on that. Sumo Newcastle. Oh, local lads. I applied for a job from there a little while ago. Naturally, didn't get it, but... And I sent an application for a writing job on this game. Looks good. It's also really nice to see look like the work from my town on the Game Awards. Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Oh, it's alright. I don't have a lot of formal writing experience. It's all self-published, so it's kind of hard for me to get writing jobs. Indie World. I'll get a writing job one day, Biggie, don't you worry. I just need to keep applying for them, and someone will give me a chance. Stardew, Cuphead, Hades is so good. Still need to finish Cuphead. True.
You thought you could get rid of me, but
I thought I did!
Anyways,
she's
Instagram and
annoying.
the Game Awards have teamed up for 6 new AR effects you can share to Instagram Reels. I played with them yesterday at home and posted to the Game Awards profile. Check it out. You can transport yourself to Final Fantasy VII's train station, transform into the Doomslayer, don the mask of the Ghost of Tsushima, sneak through The Last of Us, or even become Zagreus from Hades. To create your own, just head over to the Game Awards
well,
on
Hades comes to
Instagram,
Sony, so I think it
click on
probably
the
will at
effect
some point.
icon and share to Instagram Reels. And I'll be back later to show off
I
some
think
of your beautiful
they've had enough success on PC and Switch that I think there's a market for it on the other consoles. Oh, Forza Horizon 4, great game. And we got the Cyberpunk cart, as expected. Okay, yeah. Like, they made a big thing about that on Twitter. It's another car for Forza Horizon. It's free. Okay.
There you go. Forza, Cross, Cyberpunk, and later, Keanu Reeves, Johnny Silverhand himself will be joining us to present the Best Direction Award, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
But welcome back.
Candy
Now,
Machine,
coming up next,
Joe.
we're going to present the Best
Stay tuned for that.
Ongoing Game
You might see his
Award, and
butt.
the Twitch community thinks Fortnite is going to win that with 47% of the votes. Well, let's find out the Twitch community is right. We're going to present the Best Ongoing Game, which recognizes 5 outstanding titles that continue to deliver for fans. Here are the nominees.
Best Ongoing Game.
Here I go.
To be honest, I would have thought Warzone would get more likely to get it over Fortnite. Because that's had a really fucking good year. I'd like No Man's Sky to get it, because I think No Man's Sky, like, there's a lot of heart in the game now. Like, putting out a VR update
All
for
right,
free.
well, now it's time to reveal the winner. The nominees are joining us here. Hi, guys. All right, here we go.
Look at Sean Murray there with his little beer.
The Game Award goes to No Man's Sky.
Oh, yay! Well done, Sean Murray. Fuck.
I wasn't expecting that. Amazing. It's normally, Twitch is right, Jeff. It's normally Fortnite. It's always Fortnite that beats us. Thank you so much. We're really lucky, you know, we get to...
Yeah, No Man's Sky's brilliant now. The VR update, I tried it when I got my Oculus. It's fucking so jank, it's hilarious.
It's not always easy, though. So moments like this, they mean a lot. You know, this means a lot to me, means a lot to the team.
It's also really good redemption for Hello Games, considering the shit they got dragged through in 2016 when the game came out and it was broken.
Congratulations, Sean Murray, No Man's
Like, I'm really
Sky,
happy
best
that they get to
ongoing
keep
game.
continuing
Now,
developing
every year
it.
leading into the show, there's always a lot of speculation, a lot of games that you might be anticipating, but there are always a few you're not expecting. Like this one. Check out this world premiere.
I've seen something about this on Twitter today. This is apparently supposed to be something big. Sony really fucked them over with No Man's Sky. Like, pushing it as this AAA game when it really wasn't.
Alright, man, get up.
Okay.
You seeing this? Something ain't right.
Ooh. Okay.
This is Black Irons to transport ship CARRION. You are cleared for landing.
Oh, Miraki. The Callisto Protocol. Hey, Stig. That looks interesting. Oh, I want more details about this. Well, it says 2022, so it's gonna be a while.
I'm feeling some Dead Space vibes, and there's little wonder why. You know him from his work on Dead Space and Call of Duty. Here's the CEO of Striking Distance Studios, Glenn Schofield. Hey, Glenn.
Oh, I like Glenn.
Hey, thanks, Jeff. Well, the Callisto Protocol has
What are
been
those shoes?
developed
Everyone's
for,
mentioned them.
Over a year and a half with a team of well over 100 people on it. It's a single-player, third-person, story-driven survival horror game set in the year 2320 on Jupiter's moon of Callisto. Our goal is to make the single most scariest game for PC and consoles, and we're so excited to be able to show it here today.
Definitely has Dead Space vibes around it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Glenn. We're looking forward to hearing more about that next year. All right, announced back in July, Warhammer 40k Darktide is a 4-player co-op game from Fat Shark, the developers behind Warhammer Vermintide 2. Well, tonight, they're sharing a first look at the gameplay.
Yep, same here,
Check this
Smash.
out.
Is definitely in for it. First 2 Dead Space games were excellent. Also, I'm up for this. Like, Vermintide was good, but I much prefer the Warhammer 40k universe to, like, classic Warhammer. It's just the grimdark is so good. And this makes like 2 Left 4 Dead clones in this Game Awards. I'm not mad. Happy to have the game type return. Oh, don't bother with Dead Space 3. It's dreadful. I've already wishlisted it, you fools.
Now it is time to recognize some other winners. In the category of Best Art Direction, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and The Last of Us Part 2.
I'd be happy with Hades or Ori getting this.
Ghost of Tsushima, congratulations.
Not
The
bad.
Sucker Punch. For Best Action
I was
Game,
rattling
the
off a few,
nominees
are we?
are Doom Eternal, Hades, Half-Life Alyx, Neo 2,
Hades or
and
Half-Life?
Streets of Rage 4. And the winner is Hades.
Yeah, first one for
Congratulations,
Hades.
Supergiant. In the
Noodles will be
category
happy.
of Best VR AR, the nominees are Dreams.
Oh, this has
Half-Life
to be
Alyx,
Half-Life
Marvel's
Alyx.
Iron Man VR, Star Wars Squadrons, and
Much
The
as I like
Walking Dead
Squadrons.
Saints and Sinners. And the Game Award goes to Half-Life Alyx.
You would have been an
Congratulations
idiot not to have that one
Best
as a winner.
sports racing game. Those nominees are Dirt 5, F1 2020,
Literally don't care.
FIFA
Don't like
21,
sports games.
NBA 2K21, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Oh, Tony
And
Hawk's,
the
yeah.
Game Award goes to
Better not be NBA.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Congratulations, Tony. And for the most anticipated
He's got a
game,
bus to catch, hasn't he?
voted
He's just
on
rattling
Twitter
off
this
4 or
year,
5
the
of them.
nominees are Elden Ring, there I said it, God of War sequel, Halo Infinite, Horizon Forbidden West, Resident Evil Village,
Ooh,
and
Elden Ring or
The
Resi.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sequel. And your most anticipated
I still need to
game
pick it up,
is
Stick.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Everyone loves a
Congratulations
FromSoft
to From
game.
Software. All right, this next game comes from the
No,
creators
definitely
of
not Halo
Gone
right
Home
now.
in Tacoma. The Fulbright Company and Annapurna Interactive present one part road trip, one part mystery, with 2 familiar voices. Check it out.
1 part road trip, 1 part mystery with 2 familiar voices. Okay. A Fulbright game.
My name is Tess Divine, and the world is passing me by. I guess as I get a little older, I'm starting to feel how things change. They decline and go away.
Elden Ring is probably the most
That's
for
how
me.
it was
Yeah.
with my grandma.
RE8.
I loved her so
Very excited
much.
for that.
I thought I knew her better than anyone. But looking through her old things, we found hints of something she
Oh,
never
love the
told
art
us
style
about.
here.
A man who wasn't my grandfather.
It's got that Ghibli hand-drawn
Burglary
thing about her
ring.
arms.
Some sort of lost fortune.
Oh, beautiful.
We can't ask her about these things anymore, so we have to go looking for the answers ourselves. My mom and I are out on the road, searching. I don't know what we'll find, but whatever it is, I know we'll find it.
No, it's better than New Ghibli.
together.
Starring Kerry Russell and Caitlin Dever. Are they supposed to be familiar to us?
All right, once again this year, we're excited to share some stories about people around the world who are making a positive impact on the gaming community. These are our global gaming citizens in partnership with Facebook Gaming. Our first honoree tonight is Latinx in gaming. Check out this important story.
Okay.
When I was starting in the games industry as a Latinx person,
I felt quite invisible. It still feels like I'm the odd one out.
I felt
Really?
I was often the
For
only
what?
woman.
Like, I don't recognize
only
the
Latino
names or the
woman in
voice.
room.
I think about how hard it was for me to get where I am today, and I don't want
Let's go down.
anyone
I'll
to go
Google
through that
Kerry
anymore.
Russell.
And welcome to Latinx in Gaming. Our content, our voices.
Latinx in Gaming is a group of people that are dedicated to supporting other people of Latinx descent in the gaming space.
The past 3 years, we've just
should be,
grown from a really small group into thousands.
This was no longer just about
okay, there's
game
been some
developers.
films.
This is about streamers and students.
She was in
and
Star Wars: Rise of
journalists and
Skywalker.
marketing and fans.
Paved the way for people like me, paved the
don't
way
know
for
him.
people
What was the other
in
one?
our
Caitlin
community.
Dever.
Just knowing that there's somebody out there doing what you want to do empowers you to chase it.
It's a really beautiful thing.
I'm trying not to cry. I was this close.
Known for nothing that I'm aware of.
Hey everyone,
Fair
my
enough.
name is Anna Donlin. I am the executive producer of Valorant, and I cannot believe that it has been only half a year since we launched this game. Our Valorant community has shown up in such a huge way, helping us
I need to
take
play
this
Valorant.
tech
I
shooter
hear
from
good
an
things.
idea to a home for tens of millions of players around the world. To celebrate this, we've teamed up with the Game Awards to highlight one of the most vital pieces of our community, honestly, the ones that got us started in the first place, our Valorant streamers. Together, we ran a fan vote to name the best emerging Valorant streamer from our global community list. We'll announce the winner before the end of the show, and then we'll all go raid their stream together. Again, I want to thank you all for playing Valorant, and I'll leave you with just a taste of what we've all done together this year.
The potential of Valorant, I love it. Let's go, baby!
Oh my goodness! I got this.
Oh my god!
Because Valorant's basically Overwatch meets CSGO, isn't it?
The Slayer's time is now.
We really need to advertise Doom Eternal. Meh. Biggest disappointment for me this year,
Earlier
that was.
today, we tweeted out that there is a special event happening right now in Pokemon Go. Well, now's the time to bring out your phones and start catching because we're officially on a Wooper watch. And they are so cute. We've partnered with our friends at Pokemon Go to keep an eye on the waterfish Pokemon, and throughout the night, we'll let you know when large numbers of Wooper will appear in the wild. We've also been told you could encounter a shiny Wooper if you're lucky, so open up Pokemon Go and catch some Wooper while you watch this evening.
Ooh! Disco! Everybody shut up.
Get up, detective. One last time. The great city at the end of the world is waiting. So, get out there, solve a murder with a unique skill system at your disposal. Carve your own path across an award-winning open world. And uncover even more in this groundbreaking role-playing game. Meet and get to know more of the locals.
Welcome to reality, baby.
Sure thing, champ. Lead the way.
If you could only find your gun.
It's okay.
With full voice acting for every single one of
Wow.
the city's beautiful people.
Yes. I'm going to unplug the microphone, okay?
And leave a bigger mark behind you in new quests.
You're
Oh my
big
God.
boy, you can handle it.
Enjoy the definitive edition of this hit RPG, Disco Elysium, the final cut. A free upgrade for all players.
And on PS4 and PS5. Ah. Yes! Yes! So happy about that. Oh, I'm fucking pre-ordering that shit. I literally love Disco Elysium so much. You're a superstar, baby.
Welcome back to the Game Awards. That's so exciting. Disco Elysium news. You may remember last year.
I'm so happy
about
that.
Any game last year at the Game Awards. So awesome news. All
I
right.
will play it
Now
again
we're
for
gonna
new
talk
quests.
about BioWare's Dragon Age franchise. It is known for its story and its characters. And right now, the team at BioWare wanted to give you a little sneak
glossing
preview of
over
what to
Disco
expect
there.
in the
Oh
next
my
game
God.
and where it will take us. Enjoy.
It's coming to consoles. So many more people are going to get to play it now.
I've faced tyrants and would-be gods. Seen friends lose life and limb. But there's always someone bent on breaking the world.
Nobody tell Oodles about the disco, the new version of disco, because he'll lose his shit at that.
The kind of person
He wants to play it again on console, I think.
coming. We've got your back. I've got your back. Demons, dragons, darkspawn, even the Dreadwolf. This is your story.
I mean, okay, give me gameplay and I'll get excited about that. Because I got excited about Dragon Age 2 and I got burned.
I'm trapped in our set now. I don't know what's going on. All right, well, next we'll have a look at an exciting new tactical squad-based roguelite game set in the Endless universe. Here is another new game announcement.
Okay, you have my interest, Jeff. Top of my sig. Love the art style. Want that guitar? Loving the vibe. Yes. Endless dungeon. Look, I really liked Endless Space, so yeah, I'm all for that.
All right, Endless Dungeons, very cool. Our next world premiere comes from South
Love
Korea.
a dungeon
Crimson
crawler.
Desert, the new open-world action-adventure game from Pearl Abyss. This next-gen game offers in-depth, story-driven single-player content.
Fucking trainers,
in an MMO
mind.
setting. What you're about to see includes actual gameplay footage. This
Not a fan of that
is
monkey?
the beautiful and merciless world of Crimson Desert.
Seriously, Jeff, sort your shoes out. Not liking the look. Fair enough. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. Always weirds me out when you get like kind of promotional footage for a game and the frame rate's inconsistent. I know they're still building it, but you know, it's nice to see it actually in engine. Fucking wrong, monks. That's Biggie telling you, monkey. Okay, so we've got a lot of people walking around very beautiful areas. What do you actually do in the game? You cry. That looks like her from the Witcher series. Should there be dialogue here? Because we're getting clips of cutscenes. Should they be having sound effects and... Like, I'm not sure this is having the impact that the designers wanted it to have. I mean, I'll certainly say it looks gorgeous. Oh, there we go, sound effects now. Okay. Not the combat I was expecting for this, if I'm perfectly honest. Just yeet him off a cliff. Oh, it's oh, there's jank. A very pretty jank, but jank on the... Ooh. What's going on with the frame rate in the camera? Oh, this is hard to watch. You're all seeing this jank, right? Yeet! Did he still go and stunner him? This is really funny. Oh, I remember playing that puzzle in Tomb Raider 4. Like 1989 or something. Oh, we've got dragons. This is some high candy. Yeah, it's gonna give me a seizure if it's not careful. Fucking hell. Bear physics. Wolf physics. I mean, just do a cinematic trailer if your combat mechanics don't work up. We've got siege mechanics. Okay. Oh, it's so janky. That's like a frame rate of 6 frames a second there. So, okay, so I'm getting kind of witchery, Skyrim-y vibes from it. Maybe a bit... I don't know this stuff. What this stuff would be. Maybe Assassin's Creed-ish sci-fi. There's like an Assassin's Creed sci-fi edge to it. Crimson Desert. Yeah, so janky though. Oh, I mean, it's got a yeah, but that's a lot of work they've got to do. Jesus Christ. That was a very long trip. They must have paid a fortune for that.
I love having new IP and new teams on stage. South Korea, that's fantastic. Crimson Desert. All right, now to present our next
Could we
award.
just have a consistent frame rate? Like, if you can't give us decent frame rate in your trailer, don't put it in the trailer.
Hey, John.
Hey, Jeff. Thanks for inviting me to the Game Awards. As you know, in Christopher Nolan's latest film, Tenet, I played a character called the protagonist. Very literally named narrative, and I thought that was a cool name for a character. It reminded me a little bit of playing video games, where we're all the protagonists, helping to tell the story of the game with our choices. Great narratives in games are the perfect balance of that feeling of being in control, but also
He's
being
not very good at
guided by
reading off a
brilliant
teleprompter.
storytellers. And so, these are the nominees for Best Narrative.
This will go to The Last of Us, I reckon.
I told you no one gets out of here.
Which it would be a shame because Hades has an amazing narrative.
I will sacrifice everything for my home.
A touching reunion.
You can't say Final Fantasy VII is the best narrative because the narrative isn't finished. All they have is
Game
family.
Award goes to The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. Knew it would.
Oh my god, okay. This is the first award acceptance speech I've ever done, so I wrote it down so I wouldn't mess it up. But okay, here we go. This is amazing. First off, it's such an honor to be nominated with so many incredible games that came out this year.
Wow,
so
such
truly,
much
truly.
suspense. Much
Of course,
surprise,
I gotta
many
thank
wow.
my co-writer and the director of The Last of Us Part 2, Neil Druckmann, who was courageous enough to tell such a ballsy story. And a big shout out and thanks also to our other writers, Josh Scher and Ryan James, and of course the entire Naughty Dog studio. This game is what it is because of the collaborative nature at that studio and their love of narrative.
And the crunch.
Thank you mostly and always to
Like-
the fans. These characters meant so much
I'm
to
just
us,
gonna
and
turn
we're
it down a
really
bit.
touched that they resonated with you as
This
well.
annoys me
So
because
thank you.
Naughty Dog really abused their staff, and you've got the leads accepting awards. I really don't like that.
Cool chefs out there joining us all the way from his kitchen. It's the Swedish chef. Chef, are you there?
Furniture, the picking the number one. Oh, the mumme hunde puppe.
Really?
Only the furniture the bit today. And for the super duper hot spoon. Oh, the spoon. And for the noodle. And this for the whisk. Oh, and for the chickens.
Oh,
the chicken is for the
Chef, I'm so sorry to cut you off, and you're looking sharp in that tux, by the way. And my Swedish, it's a little rusty, but I think there's been a little bit of confusion, honestly.
No.
Jeff, what are you doing,
Thank you
man?
for the show, the Cuban, the Frugy, and for taking all the show, the Frugy, and from the sheen, the Frugy.
No, Chef, I'm so sorry, but you didn't actually win a game award. That trophy you've got, honestly, it kind of looks like leftovers. Anyways, you're supposed to be sharing an announcement here about a co-op game.
The Coop?
No, co-op game, like a fun, cool new game. with
Fucking
a
hell,
little
Jeff,
cartoon
just get on with it.
Chef.
Me? For the Play-Doh?
Yes, that is why you're here for a world premiere. Let's take a look.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, it's overcooked. As soon as it said in the pre-show that Swedish Chef is going to be on this, okay, there's another overcooked thing coming out.
And there you have it. What do you think, Chef?
Furniture, for the picking the number one, oh, for the
Why?
And for the poopy.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
If only the page today,
Oh my. All right. Well, congratulations to the Swedish Chef. This time it's real. Swedish Chef is
Overcooked's
playable
brilliant.
in Overcooked
This
all
is
you
not.
can eat
This
on
is
PS5
bleak.
and Xbox Series X, and he's available right now. Coming up, Gal Gadot is presenting our Games for Impact Award, and we'll head to Abbey Road Studios to celebrate Mario's 35th anniversary with the world-famous London Philharmonic Orchestra. But right now, let's hear from Dr. Lupo about a new initiative at the Game Awards, Future Class.
Hey,
They
y'all, I'm
really
Dr.
did.
Lupo, and tonight I'm honored to partner with Gillette to introduce the Game Awards Future Class, a group of thinkers, dreamers, and pioneers who represent the bright, bold, and inclusive future for video games.
This stuff I'm all for, but yeah, hang on.
These
To
games
go-
have really changed my life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, back to what
I'm
I was saying. It's like
Pain, I'm a
Naughty Dog are
computer
winning
science
awards
major
for The
at
Last of Us
college,
Part
and
2.
I'm currently
And
playing on
obviously,
the Marvel
it's good that the game has had that impact.
Other big colleges are able
But
to have these gaming
they're
teams,
celebrating the
scholarships.
studio
For us not
with
to have it, we were like,
what
this is a lack.
is tantamount to an
We need
unlimited
get rid of
budget, who
this lack.
crunched their staff so hard it
We're
made them
just a
ill.
collection of
And I don't normally get up on my
machines
high
that
horse
have
about this, but
different
I've worked in
games
crunch,
that
and
you
it's
wanna compete
fucking
against one
brutal.
another,
And I've only worked in it a few
put
weeks at a
against
time.
some
These people
big
crunching for
competition so far.
months.
Just being able to really
And
break into that
you get the
space and open
leads,
door
like
for others to come behind
accepting
you.
awards, or you get like the kind of the voice actors and the stars accepting awards, but none of them are reflecting on the fact that it was so. Like the studio really mismanaged their time and mismanaged their staff in a very bad way, and I find that
As someone with a
just
chronic
really
respiratory illness, I've had to find some unique
I don't know what
ways
you
to
would
deal
say.
with 2020 situation.
Upsetting.
Like maybe I go for a
You know-
swim in my Olympic-sized. That's not Olympic. The Olympic one is indoors. So.
Anyway.
But I know that there are some people out there watching this that are depending on things like vaping
They do. They very
to try
much
to
need a
calm
union.
themselves down. However, the high levels of nicotine that you can
Ubisoft
be
only
inhaling can
nominated for a
actually
couple of
worsen your
awards, and I
anxiety and
don't
just
think
kind
they've
of
won any
fight
of them.
against the mental health battle that is this year. Not that I would know, because
I think AC Valhalla was up for the best action game, and I think
that doesn't mean I'm not
Watch
trying
Dogs
to look out
Legion's
for
up for
you.
something, and that's it.
For those of you who are looking to quit vaping, which I hope you are, This Is Quitting is a free
Yes, of course.
text-based program with a free built-in support system. Text Game Awards to 88709 now.
I missed entirely what that was. Are we getting a bit of Bowser's Fury on this trailer? Super Mario 3D World's amazing. Oh, it's quit vaping out. Okay, fair enough. I'll keep vaping, thank you. Sexual predator. Well, maybe I just missed that message. Fucking hell.
I want that Mario music back. That was fun. All right, back in 1997, I wrote a story about two game developers coming together to make an Unreal franchise. Tonight, they're teaming up again for this epic game store world reveal, which you can play right now.
Blood and gore violence. I'm up for it.
Operator, our odds of dominating, possessing a tactical advantage have increased. Test those weapons.
What? So Unreal Tournament weapons are coming into Warframe rather than putting out a new Unreal Tournament. Is that what we're seeing? I mean, that's underwhelming.
Enormous. Your progress unstoppable.
Oh, they got the voice announcer as well. Flat cannon, rocket launcher, shock rifle. That's it.
Welcome back to the Game Awards. Earlier, I asked you to head over to Instagram to post our Game of the Year AR effects to your reel. Let's check out a couple of your creations. Looking great. Keep posting on Instagram, and I'll share some more in just a bit. Now back to your host, Jeff Keighley.
Thank you very much, Sid. Last month, Call of Duty invited players to unravel a conspiracy decades in the making with the release of Black Ops Cold War. On December 16th, Season 1 kicks off. Free multiplayer maps, more weapons, and more operators. And for Warzone players, a massive update of content, including a new close quarters map.
That was
Rebirth
that was very
Island. Here's your
underwhelming.
first look at the gameplay of
Didn't
Season
even
1.
wait for them to come on the screen before she said, "Looking good."
Adler's chasing ghosts. He has some pieces of the puzzle, but doesn't know he's a piece himself. He won't live long enough to work that out.
I'm all for war pigs. I don't like these like remixes of these songs for like trailers though.
I am going to enjoy this.
I mean, it's Call of Duty. I find it very hard to get excited about Call of Duty these days. Oh yeah, they did. That was a great cover.
Trying to bait you out of no shit.
I won't show him mercy. He showed me. What the hell? Kill the rest. Adler is mine.
It's Call of Duty.
We knew this year that the Game Awards orchestra wasn't going to be easy to pull off, but we had to try. I know how much.
I mean,
we
I'd
all
buy
love
it for
video
that if you could
games.
play Zork
Well,
in the
I'm
menu.
really
Be
proud
all up for that.
of what we've got for you right
Just
now.
give me Zork.
This is an anniversary year, the 35th anniversary of Nintendo's all-time classic.
I know
Super
they are,
Mario
Biggie. I know
Brothers,
they're really
released
good.
in
The campaign's really good now. I just find it very hard to get
Here
excited about it.
perform a medley of Mario songs from the legendary Abbey Road Studios in London. This is the world-class London Philharmonic Orchestra.
So
led
am I,
by
Joe. So
conductor
am I.
Lauren Balfe.
Well, there will be a
Enjoy.
match. I mean, this is charming. Cold War multiplayer is not as good this time around. So this isn't live, this is obviously pre-recorded. You're Mario's father. I do love the music of Mario Galaxy. The main theme is just so pretty. Has there been a bit of bad Mario music?
That kind of makes everything better, doesn't it? Wow. Thank
No,
you,
there's so much more music you could have done for Mario. What are you talking
later in the
about?
show, and Eddie Vedder's coming up too. So
He
lots
did
of
a
shows still to
3-minute
come.
segment with a
Lots of us
bloody
are
Swedish
in
chef.
lockdown right now. I
And
know
did
it
that
might
in
feel
2.5.
normal tonight to see all these games, but we're all in lockdown, and I know we all can't wait to go back outside, to travel the world, meet new people. Well, until then, here's a game where you can do all of that as you explore and record disappearing cultures in a strange, beautiful world. This game is just stunning, and it's coming to PlayStation 5. Check it out.
Hey, we're about to have a good time with pretty art styles for games, aren't we?
Our grandparents lived for 1,000 years. And our parents had a century to themselves. But us, we have one season.
Ooh, this is very, very beautiful. Oh, yeah, I can tell automatically I'm going to cry at this. Okay. Fuck the honey monster.
Beautiful. That's Seasons. All right. Well, now it's time to present another Game Award. She's the star of the upcoming film Wonder Woman 1984. Here is Gal Gadot. Hey, Gal.
Thanks, Jeff. I'm honored to be here at the Game Awards. Lots of video games are fun to play, but each year, a select few games deliver a deeper message. They focus on subjects that can be historical, political, or deeply personal. The Games for Impact Award honors socially progressive projects that have the potential to inspire real change in the world. Here are the nominees.
Games for Impact.
I do want to play Spirit Fair. It's supposed to be beautiful.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories. We don't really have a choice about that.
We knew we had to resist, no matter the cost.
And the Game Award goes to... Tell Me Why.
Yeah, it was inevitable. That was the biggest budget of all of those.
Hi all, I'm Livy Hall, the community manager of Tell Me Why, and on behalf of the entire team from both Don't Nod Entertainment and Xbox Publishing, thank you so much for this award, and thank you so much for all the love that you've shown Tyler and Allison and their journey. I'd like to express our team's deep admiration for all of tonight's nominees, especially those that have used their platforms to tell stories about trans and queer people with sincerity and heart. Here's to a future where even more marginalized people can see themselves and their experiences truly reflected in the games they play. Thank you so, so much.
Congratulations. Everyone's joining us live. The tech is working. This is amazing, and it's so cool to see everyone. All right, well, right now we've got another brand new game announcement for you. Check this out. Unexpected.
I mean, for unexpected ones, you're going to have to do a lot to top Perfect Dark.
It's time to go.
What's Vin Diesel doing in this? Getting a new house by the looks of it, clearly. Okay, why Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel Maori tattoos, is that uncomfortable? Too fast, too feral. Isn't Vin Diesel getting a bit old for this shit? How is he phoning it in a video game? What? What the fuck is this? This is... the character animations are so stiff. This can't be real. This really can't be real. Oh god, they're doing the Horizon Zero Dawn thing, aren't they? What the fuck?
What's up, old friend?
I'm astounded.
Yeah, that's right. Arc 2 starring Vin Diesel. And the team at Studio Wildcard has one more announcement for all Arc fans. Check this out.
I feel it. The balance of nature has been
looks dreadful.
There is someone out there.
That looks so bad.
Our fate would lead us out of the darkness. And yet I wander, hunted and alone.
Yeah, Ox been out of early access for a little while to hit consoles. No, we have an Arc anime. That seems a more sensible thing than making a second game with Vin fucking Diesel. How old is Vin Diesel? Vin Diesel is 53 years old. He is too old for that shit. Yeah, this looks good. I like this.
Good boy.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But Arc 2, my god. Gerard Butler? David Tennant? So there's a big cast. Elliot Page? Carl Urban? Malcolm McDowell? Deborah Wow! Russell Crowe and Vin Diesel. Fucking hell, they put some money into that, haven't they?
It has been a crazy year for Fall Guys. It became a massive phenomenon, and we all had fun with it this summer, especially when we were all in lockdown. This holiday season, Fall Guys is back with a winter wonderland for Season 3. Here's your first look.
I do feel bad for the Fall Guys, because I think the player base dropped off really hard after it came out.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Money missing from the game. Yeah, that money from that voice cast could have been used for the animations in Arc 2.
It's the happiest season.
I do love the slapstick nature of this. We are going to get copyright claimed so hard when I put this on YouTube.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time.
Cool. Good for them. Looks good. It's a pretty
the Game
bad cover.
Festival is going on right now, and you can stream all the Game Festival demos using any device you own with GeForce Now. You can check that out. The Game Festival, lots of amazing games you can play all weekend long. All right, coming up next, Tom Holland, Nolan North, and the award for Best Multiplayer. More awards and announcements, and later we've got Reggie, Keanu Reeves, plus Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam playing his song from The Last of Us Part 2. But right now, Elite Dangerous is a space sim MMO from Frontier. Players have been exploring the galaxy for nearly 4 decades. Here is the gameplay reveal of Odyssey, which lets you explore on foot for the first time.
Oh, keen to see this. Yeah, I'm definitely getting copyright. We're definitely getting copyright claimed. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. I also like that they managed to get this out before Star Citizen got out. Because the whole thing about being on foot was a big thing, selling point for Star Citizen over Elite. That looks great. Yep, all up for that. That looks great. More global gaming citizen.
We all need a way of coping with what's going on in the world. Games is an incredible way of doing that. I'm Jennifer Hazel. I'm a medical doctor. When I started specializing in mental health specifically, something clicked. I realized that all my life I'd been using video games as a way of nurturing
It's
my
so good
own
anyway on the
well-being,
foot, just
and I
need to be
wondered
functional.
if
Yeah.
other people could do that too.
It's already got Star Citizen beaten.
And so I established Checkpoint to bring mental health resources to the gaming community. What is mental health? We use games as a medium to raise awareness and to reduce stigma and to provide real tangible resources to people who are struggling that they can use in their everyday life. Above all else, I want people to know that it's okay to be struggling at the moment. There are resources out there, and it will help and it will get better.
Okay.
Welcome to Enoch, a hellhole of madness and misery. If you don't want to end up as worm food,
How can you go from that
worked for you
thing
in
to
the
this
old
trailer?
world, won't work here.
Mantra.
Running and hiding are simply not viable options. Here, if you plan on surviving, you need to shift your mind into a higher gear. So let me walk you through the mantras of survival.
Could I have your attention, please?
First, cover is for cowards.
This is
that's
new
right.
Bulletstorm.
You can use cover, nobody's stopping you. But you're a biological sledgehammer. Act like one. Chuck yourself into the fray. 2, your powers are on tap. You feel that tingling in your fingertips? Your powers are ready to be unleashed. Don't keep them waiting.
I get tingling in my fingertips. I mean, I've got powers, or is that just
You've
a
gotta kill
sign of my
to
weight?
heal. There's no use licking your wounds. Want your health back? Get out there and take it. Violence breeds vitality. And finally, a guiding philosophy to end. You have to think aggressive.
Yeah, he's sly. It's kind of hard to put a claim in when I've never worked in heavy industry. Outriders, that looks good, that. Looks like it's just taking on the mantra from Bulletstorm.
The Tinder could be a threat. You'd better think twice before you hand it to them.
What? Oh, this reminds me of the combat certainly reminds me of Strider. It's a Bucky O'Hare game. It could well be. Fist. Forged in Shadow Torch. Seriously? Fist. Fist.
I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you're really a part of me.
Not a fan of its line.
I've got you under my skin.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Tom Holland here. I am in Atlanta on the set of the next Spider-Man film, but I am honored to be a part of the Game Awards tonight. You know that for the past few years I've been working on the Uncharted movie, which did involve some extensive research playing the games. I'm honored to be playing Nathan Drake. What I can assure you is that we really want to honor Naughty Dog's amazing games. So this film tells you how Nathan Drake became the character we all know and love. It is now my honor to introduce my good friend, Nathan Drake. Please welcome Mr. Nolan North.
Oh, Nolan's actually there.
Thank you, Tom. I could not be more proud of you. You know, someday when someone searches for Nathan Drake on IMDb, and you are the first result, I will only be remarkably bitter. You know, video games allow
Like
us to
Nolan North.
connect with friends, family, and complete strangers. We can share memorable experiences beyond the confines of our own homes, or even travel to vast new worlds with our buddies on the couch next to us. Of all the years I've been grateful for multiplayer games, they've never been more important to us than they were in this historically
That's the man in every game you own, yeah.
rotten, no good, cursed year. These are the nominees for Best Multiplayer.
Best multiplayer game.
He's also made a
Presented on
career of
Instagram.
just doing his own voice as well. And I still don't see how Among Us got this, because Among Us has been out for like 2 years. So it's in the zeitgeist, but it's... And Animal Crossing's not really a multiplayer game.
And the Game Award goes to Among Us.
Of course it did.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God. Oh, I can do this. All right. Thank you, Game Awards. And
It's nice to see the
everyone who
entire
voted for us.
dev team for a game
And also
appear on
congrats
screen.
to all the other games nominated. It's an honor to have won
I still
Best
need to play
Multiplayer
Fall Guys.
category. Our goal with Among Us from the beginning was to create a fun experience amongst friends. 2 years ago, Among Us started with local mobile, and then online and PC, and the rest is history. Now more than ever, finding ways to connect with friends is increasingly significant, and we're so happy many of you turned to Among Us to play with friends and family.
Oh,
Big
bless
thank
her.
you to Robot Teddy, Dual Studio, and our other partners for helping us navigate all the excitement. Thank you to our moderators and the fans who have been on this journey with us for the past 2 years.
Oh, that classic photo of
And
Jeff.
thank you to our
The
friends and
Doritos
family.
photo.
You've helped us test and been incredibly supportive through it all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Aww. I actually am happy for them. They deserve that.
You've been
3-person
using
team.
Instagram's custom Game of the Year AR effects to add a snazzy trophy to your reel. Let's check out a couple of those. You're all winners in my book. Keep making those trophies, and I'll be back with more later. Now back to Jeff.
Thanks very much, Sydney. And congratulations to Intersloth later.
For
Among
God's sake,
Us,
just let her go
Among Us,
home.
the new
God
map
almighty.
reveal. All right, now we've got another brand new game
She
announcement.
contracted to hang
This
around.
one is fun. It's one of your favorite supernatural horror franchises, and it looks like a bloody good time. Check it out.
Supernatural horror titles.
I had a real life once. I had a wonderful girlfriend, Linda. Together we drove
Oh!
to a small cabin in the mountains.
Oh!
Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead.
Oh my God.
It seems an archaeologist had come to this remote place to translate and study his latest find. It was never meant for the world of the living. The book awoke something dark in the woods. It took Linda. And then it came for me.
Yes, we're in! Absolutely, 100%. I'm in. Anything that gives Bruce Campbell money, I'm in for.
There you go, Evil Dead the game. Next up, a classic game franchise is being remade. Take a look at this announcement.
Oh, Ghosts and Ghouls. I mean, okay. Ghosts and Goblins, sorry. Hey, thank you for the subscription, Candy Machine. We got an emote because of you. 2020 party. Thank you very much. Our Jeebers will be all over that Capcom Arcade Stadium.
We love ourselves some Capcom arcade classics. We're now going to recognize some more winners.
Okay, Biggie.
In the category of Best Independent Game, the nominees are Carrion, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Spelunky 2,
Hades for me.
and Spiritfire. And the Game Award goes to Hades.
Yay!
Congratulations, Super
Well done,
Giant.
Hades.
For Best Audio Design, those nominees are Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, Half-Life Alyx,
Alex,
Resident Evil
please.
3, and The Last of Us Part 2. And our winner is The Last of Us Part 2. Congratulations, Naughty Dog. For Best Role-Playing Game, the nominees this year are Final Fantasy VII Remake, Genshin Impact,
Hades is amazing.
Persona 5 Royal, Wasteland 3, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Wasteland 3,
and
please.
The Game Award goes to
We'll go to Final Fantasy, though.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Congrats, Square. In the category of Best Simulation
Thank you for
Strategy
supporting me
Game,
in the
those
pod,
nominees are
Biggie.
Crusader Kings 3, Desperados 3, Gears Tactics,
Oh,
Microsoft
shit.
Flight Simulator, and XCOM Chimera Squad.
Oh, I like 4 out of the
And
5 on
winner
there.
is Microsoft Flight Simulator.
And it was the one I don't like that I won.
In our fan category, Player's Voice, you voted tournament style to pick your favorite games. The final 5 nominees were Doom Eternal, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and The Last of Us Part 2. And the winner, as you may know, we announced it online. Congratulations to Sucker Punch, Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, I would have thought they would have went for The Last of Us Part 2.
Now we've got
Fair
one
enough.
more for you. This is for Best Fighting Game. And here to help us out from Netflix's Cobra Kai, two great rivals from film history, Ralph Macchio and Yuji Okamoto.
Hey, what's up, Game Awards?
Game Awards, what's up? Hey, Ralph, you know who wins this?
No, how would I? I mean, we haven't even read the nominees yet.
Not you.
Because I'm not in a game.
Oh, come
so-
on. You were in a game? Karate Kid for Nintendo 1987, and your karate was weak.
All right, Yuji, listen, whatever, okay? Why don't we just read
Really?
off the list of nominees, huh?
Right.
Best Fighting Game, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Does Ralph Macchio live in his
Ultimate.
grandma's
Street
house?
Fighter 5 Champion Edition.
One Punch Man, a hero nobody knows.
Under Night in Birth. And here we go. The Game Award goes to... Sorry, this thing's stuck. Somebody glue this thing?
I got you, Macho. And the winner is Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate.
Congrats, guys.
Awesome.
Daniel Sam looks like he's at his nice house still.
All right, congratulations to Mortal Kombat, and thanks to Ralph and Yuji. One of the things I have really been missing this year is flying around the world, but luckily we have one of the most beautiful games of the year to help fill that void a little.
can't
Just
believe
one best simulation
the
strategy
the
game,
sim
Microsoft
strategy
Flight
game.
Simulator, and next year it's
4 of the
coming
5
to
games I
Xbox.
played and loved,
Here's
and it
what
was the
that's
one
going
I
to look
didn't
like.
play
It's an
at
airborne
all
view
that
of
won
our
it.
wonderful world.
Like Chimera Squad should have won that, or Gears Tactics. Oh, this is on it. Wow, this is real time on Series X. Yeah, I might give it a try when it drops on Series X. I think it might melt my PC if I try and play it on PC.
I see them blue.
Good point, well made, Sly.
What a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Summer 21. Okay, fair enough. I'll give it a try when it lands on Xbox. I think it'll be a bit too much for my PC.
All right, Microsoft Flight Simulator looks amazing, coming next summer to Xbox. And now it's time to take a look at another game coming to PlayStation 5. Check it out.
I really hope we get to see Elden Ring.
Is waiting at the beginning. I will go there now.
Oh, is this Returnal? Yeah, this is Returnal.
What is this cycle I'm trapped inside?
Which is still a shit name for a game. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, there's been quite a lot of really good announcements, like a new Perfect Dark, Blood for Blood, which is the new Left 4 Dead game. You know, there's been some really good, nice surprises. The director's cut of Disco Elysium, I'm very happy about. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's Housemarque. Oh, such a stupid name for a game.
Another beginning.
But I'm keen on that one. That one looks really good.
All right, we will be back in just a moment with a meme, a legend, Reggie. He's going to join us. We've also got a new look at a game from a guy you might remember from one of the craziest, most unscripted moments in Game Awards history, Joseph. Perez. Plus, Eddie Vedder will play his song from The Last of Us Part 2. And later, Jack September joins us from Europe.
I didn't realize it was released. It was already announced, but we actually got some gameplay footage of it. Looks really good.
Lots of great stuff coming up here on the Game Awards. We will see you right after this.
I mean, it's basically just Left 4 Dead.
What will you do with this strength? My answer to this question used to be simple. It's not so that I continue winning. I train so that I never lose again.
Ugh. Or we should spam a load of cocaine inspired by Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead is still the best design in the world, but yeah, which is why Back 4 Blood isn't exciting me, because it's obviously the original devs of Left 4 Dead. Finally coming out. That's been advertised for ages. Oh, Genshin Impact's so fucking dull. Very pretty game, but God, I got bored within an hour of it. Well, yes, everyone's allowed to make a mistake, though, Sly. Clearly, hopefully they've learned from the mistake that was Evolve. Evolve had a good idea, it was just dull to play if you weren't the monster.
along with Peyton List from Netflix's Cobra Kai. We're here to settle one of the great rivalries in gaming.
This is Abby versus Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2.
I am Team Ellie. Ellie is probably one of the greatest game characters of all time.
Yeah, and Abby can beat her up, so that makes Abby better. Team Abby, all day.
What?
Oh, yeah, she's like a perfect physical specimen. If she gets a nap and some food in her, she could probably deadlift a small car. And she's nice to dogs.
Well, Ellie is an artist and a beautiful singer.
Well, Abby could be a good singer, you don't know.
Yeah, you can tell she's not a good singer. Point collectors don't make good singers.
Yeah, fair enough. You win this round, Manager.
The fuck was that?
Honey, is it you?
A procedural road trip. Oh, Monkey, you know NerdCube's gonna play this.
How far are you from the border? Be careful with the people that give you a ride. And don't travel with someone you don't know. We love you, honey.
Well done, Monkey. Cheers for hanging out. The VOD will be up tomorrow if you want to catch anything you've missed. This looks pretty. I like the art style. Road 96. Looks like it. Yeah, this is what all PC gamers want. Fucking resource sucking software that lets you control your machine. No, thank you, Omen.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Game Awards. And before we went away there, I meant to tell you that was a look at a new Rogue coming to Rogue Company. So make sure to check that out this holiday season. All right. Well, you'll probably remember this next developer from a few years back. He is not a fan of the Oscars, but he is a fan of colorful language and our show. He's in Stockholm, Sweden tonight, and he wanted to give us a new look at his next game. Here is my buddy. He really is my friend, Joseph Ferraz. Hey, Joseph.
What's up, Jeff? So nice to be back at the Game Awards. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a mocap shoot, working on our next game, It Takes Two. Trust me when I say this, Hazelight's next co-op only experience, It Takes Two, is gonna blend narrative and a huge variety of gameplay never done before.
Well, this is the guy behind A Way Out, wasn't it?
We're gonna have a gameplay reveal, a word exclusive. I know you like word exclusive, but this one is even extra exclusive, my man. Anyway, we're also gonna have...
Sir, please sit down. This is a Wendy's.
We call a Friends Pass, which means you buy one copy, you get one copy for free. You know, if you play with your friends, you can play with free. For free,
he is beautiful.
With free.
I haven't played it. I need to find someone to play it with.
26. Enjoy the trailer. Goodbye. Boom.
Boom.
This is the story of a magical game.
Wasn't expecting that.
One of wizards and warriors. It's an epic tale set upon the high seas. An odyssey through time and space. Pew, 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 pew.
It's also a bit of a winter wonderland bobsled sort of thing, you know? Wait a minute. Did I mention the big explosion? Hold it right there. Look at these dolls. Almost forgot they used to be humans. Ay, ay, ay. Do you want to know what this story is really about? Huh?
This is the story of Cody and May.
Why'd you look like a blob of clay?
Wanna change back? Then you need to fix your relationship.
Okay, I'm on board for this. This looks great.
This is a story of passion.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, you're a doll, Cody. You've nothing to throw up. Oh.
Told you.
This is a story of attraction. Do you feel it?
I feel stuck.
It does. It looks absolutely fucking brilliant.
It was a spell, I am telling you.
If it isn't,
a spell. How do we break it?
Okay, I got this. Give me some space. I need to think.
This is a story of collaboration.
Production values have gone way up since A Way Out.
How comes you get all the cool gadgets?
I'm cooler than you, Cody.
Just me and you. Yeah.
What are you doing?
You're not feeling it?
No.
Okay. You're entitled to your own opinion.
Yeah, love it. I'll play that. That looks great. That was a good streaming game, that.
What an absolutely crazy game. Joseph showed that to me last summer when I was in Stockholm, and I'm like, we have to show this off. There's so much gameplay there. Thank you for that, Joseph. All right, now I'd like to welcome a longtime friend and supporter of the Game Awards. He was there in Vegas for our very first show back in 2014, and he's been back every year since. We weren't going to let the streak stop this year. The retired president and COO from Nintendo of America, but still a boss, Reggie Fils-Aimé. Reggie!
Jeff, how you doing?
I'm doing
Is
good,
your body
Reggie.
ready for
Take it
Reggie?
away.
Absolutely. You know, I'm proud to present the very first award for innovation in accessibility. During my time at Nintendo, we had a mantra, gaming for the masses. And we pushed that agenda with Wii, Nintendo DS, and now Nintendo Switch. But today, approximately
He's
1
wearing a
billion
badge of
people
himself. I
around
love
the
it.
world
I love how
experience
meta he is.
some form of disability that makes gaming challenging for them. This award was created to highlight the efforts throughout the gaming industry to make software and hardware that enables games to be played and enjoyed by the widest and most inclusive audience possible. Because gaming is for everyone. Here are the nominees.
I think this will go to The Last of Us.
Innovation in accessibility.
Yeah, I think this is the only thing Watch Dogs Legion's been nominated for.
And the award goes to The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah. Figured as much. Wait, what's she doing creeping outside his window?
Hello, I'm Matthew Gallant, and this is my fellow designer and neighbor, Amelia Schatz. And from everyone at Naughty Dog, we would like to thank you so much for honoring us with this year's Innovation and Accessibility Award.
Thank you as well to the Game Awards for choosing to add this category, and to all the other developers who have designed and advocated for accessibility in our games. We hope that together we can continue the momentum to push our industry forward.
She's on the outside of a window. How's
As
the microphone picking her up?
developers, we know how one small design decision can unlock the entire game for a player. Games are special for their ability to blur the line between player and character, providing a means for personal engagement with narrative that is unrivaled in other artistic mediums. It's up to us to ensure that everyone can experience that for themselves.
Everyone
We'd
from
like to
Naughty
thank
Dog has
our
really
terrific
gone
group of
on.
accessibility consultants, and we'd
Especially
absolutely
since
not
Liz
have
on
done it
the
without your insight and your
Wait
detailed
for the
feedback.
sound of
Thank
the goggles turning on.
We'd also like to thank our partners at Worldwide Studios, our senior producer, Sam Thompson, the user experience research team, and our dedicated accessibility QA testers.
Seriously, the Naughty Dog people have just gone on.
Everybody
They've
at
won
Naughty
several
Dog.
awards so
This
far,
was
and
truly
every
a team effort,
acceptance
and every
speech just
department
goes
had
on.
a part to play in removing barriers for players with disabilities. Lastly, we'd like to thank you, the players. Nothing makes us prouder
I would love another
than
Splinter Cell
hearing
game.
stories from players who were able to experience The Last of Us Part
Apparent-
2 without assistance.
Apparently Michael Ironside's doing
using our
voice
accessibility
acting again,
features to
so you
remove
never know, he might
barriers
come
that would
back.
have otherwise excluded them. From both of us,
He's
thank
get
you
off pings
so
too.
much.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Naughty Dog. Such an important category, and I'm proud that we're able to recognize innovation and accessibility here at the Game Awards. We're going to do that every year moving forward. This next world premiere gives us our first glimpse at next year's big adventure for the Elder Scrolls Online. Enjoy.
Oh, you'll be happy about this kind of machine. I think you're slightly ahead of my stream, Joe. Yeah, so does Joe. Kind of machine. The woman's obsessed. Oh, you're going to Oblivion? It's been a while since Elder Scrolls has gone to Oblivion.
From imposters in Among Us to the visual beauty of Genshin Impact, mobile gaming has had an incredible year. Coming up, I'll be revealing the winner of Best Mobile Game presented by LG Wing, the world's first 5G swivel smartphone, powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon. And later, the first look at a brand new map from Among Us. The Game Awards will be right back.
Okay, who we got now? Destiny.
The line between light and dark is so very thin. Let's cross it together. Fate comes knocking sooner or later. With this power, we make our own fate.
Really need to play Destiny 2 now that the next gen patch has come out.
All right then, load up.
Our fight is far from over.
The Guardians will come through. They always do.
Oh, Lucas? Oh, this is the new Star Wars VR one.
The thing I love about Black Spire Outpost? You never know who you're gonna cross paths with.
I am a highly trained resistance spy.
There's something wrong with this place.
Received your distress call. The Council did. Hey, your pirate friend stopped by while you were out.
Dear. Don't be silly. You'll never make it.
I should really pick that up. I should really pick this up as well.
Go now.
I'm very keen for more Zelda. I know it's not really a Zelda game, it's more of a Dynasty Warriors game, but still.
Tonight, go to WDBlack.com to get one of the fastest internal SSDs on the market, the SN850 NVMe SSD with heatsink.
That's just a vomit of letters there, Joe.
We've just heard from our friends at Pokemon Go that there is another surge of Wooper appearing, so we're implementing another Wooper watch. Bring out your phones and get to catching. And if you haven't heard, Pokemon Go recently implemented its Go Beyond update, which introduces quarterly seasons, raises the
really
level
don't know
cap
what
to
to do with
50,
this woman, do they?
and makes earning XP easier for everyone. Pokemon originally discovered in the Kalos region, like Chespin, Fennekin, and Froakie, are also making their Pokemon Go debut. There's also a lot of bonuses happening now, and it's never been a better time to play Pokemon Go.
Okay, back to Epic Games. Oh, Oddworld! I can't wait for Soulstorm.
Do you know why you have? Secrets, lies, dangerous things. If you are to face what's coming,
Go fuck yourself.
your full voice.
Oh, I don't begrudge Pokemon Go. Not a game I would play, but people enjoy it. Yeah, I love Oddworld. And this looks so good. Oh well, looks like I'm getting on PC then. Probably won't have a PS5 by the time it comes out.
Award, she's a host and producer from IGN.
Still just love the two Abe games.
Game Awards pre-show. This is
Munch's Odyssey was pretty good too.
Mobile games were once defined by their limitations. In a way, we celebrated the games that excelled despite their platform. As technology has closed the gap, releasing on phones is no longer a limitation, it's an asset. It's never been more apparent than tonight, where the nominees for Best Mobile Game have found massive audiences because of their platform. Here they are.
Can you not move your character between platforms on here, so?
Presented by LG Wing and Qualcomm Snapdragon.
This will be Among Us.
Now I take to the sky.
And the Game Award goes to Among Us.
Of course. That was to be expected.
You're ready to clap.
Thank you again. Oh my gosh. Thank you again, Game Awards.
Again, I'm quite happy for these people to win it. Because again, that's the whole dev team. So, you know, good for them.
We originally designed our game Among Us to be played on mobile devices. So if you found yourself with a group of friends, you could easily set up a game. We wanted our game to be accessible at any level of gamer and wanted to create a fun experience to be shared amongst friends and family and whoever. We want to thank our players first and foremost. Among Us would not be where it is today without you. Whether you played Among Us when it was mobile, local only, or played for the first time just yesterday, thank you from the four of us. Again, big thank you to Robot Teddy, Dual Studio, and all of our other partners for helping us during all of this. And thank you to our moderators and the fans who have been on this journey with us for the past 2 years. And a big thank you again to our friends and family. We love you and miss you. And thank you for being so supportive. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, lovely folks. Good for them.
Congratulations to Among Us, second win of the night. Next up, the Monster Hunter franchise is coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021. This is a new look at Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah, this was revealed during E3 period, wasn't it? Oh no, it was on a Nintendo Direct.
A huge pack of monsters in a giant stampede. They attack the village in a frenzied rage. Nobody knows why this happens, but it came close to wiping out our village last time.
Really should try Monster Hunter. I never got into it. I think Starfield will probably be E3 next year, if I'm honest.
All of us, everyone in Komura, we've all been training for this moment for our entire lives.
Bethesda tend not to make big announcements on new games when it's like not their own show. Yeah, I've never played a Monster Hunter, but I know a lot of people go on about them. But they can be quite grindy. Yeah, you can get Monster Hunter World on Game Pass. I might try it.
All right, over
Yeah, I
on
think it's
Twitch,
a
the next poll
love it or
is
hate it
for
kind of thing.
Content Creator of the Year. Vote now for who you think is going to win, and we'll find out in a little bit who wins that category. But next up, he's one of our industry's great performers, and he plays Joel in The Last of Us. Here is Troy Baker.
Hey, Troy. Hey, Slides, the other guy in every game that you've got.
Part 1, Neil, our writer and director, asked me and Ashley what we would have been if we weren't actors. I thought about it for a second and replied that I always imagined I would have been a singer. Ashley just shrugged and, in her charming and offhanded way, said, I would have been an astronaut.
Did they? Don't think they did.
Neil incorporated parts of us into Ellie and Joel. Space and music became major elements of their stories, creating touching moments between them. One of those moments, now indelible in our memories, incorporated Neil's story as well. Not as a writer, but as a father.
No, really, I didn't know that.
A song he would play and sing to his daughter every night. That song was Pearl Jam's Future Days. One day, Neil asked if I was comfortable playing it in a scene he was writing for The Last of Us Part 2. Now, I don't generally get nervous, but I understood what that song meant to Neil and to the game. And the truth is, Neil can play that song better than me. But nobody can play it better than the person that wrote it. From Seattle, performing Future Days.
Actor.
Here's Eddie Vedder.
If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found, dear, I'm not found by myself. Trying sometimes
Lovely guitar he's got.
to make this man of me. All my stolen, broken parts, I've no need for anymore. I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can
I know, right?
see our future days, days of you and me. Back when I was feeling broken, I focused on a prayer. You came deep as any ocean, did something out there here. All the complexities and games, no one wins, but somehow there's still play. All the missing crooked hearts, they may die, but in us they live on. I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me. When hurricanes and cyclones raged, when wind turned dirt to dust, when floods they came and tides they raised, ever closer became came over us. All the promises at sundown, I've met them like Doris. All my demons used to call.
This is lovely.
I'm grateful now they've left. So persistent in my ways. Angel, I am here to stay. No resistance.
Yeah, he's playing. He's using his fingernails. Streams out of sync.
Too good to be gone. I believe, and I believe, 'cause I can see our future days, days of you and me, you and me, days, you and me.
Oh, well, that was lovely.
All right, so that was the song "Future Days," and that song you might recognize from "The Last of Us," and I really appreciate the way that was used, especially bringing Joel and Ellie together, connecting through music, and I thought maybe it was cool too that made you want to perhaps pick up a guitar.
Okay, so while he's doing this, just
and-
I'll be right back. I'm just going to pop
your
to the
loved
loo.
one. But it is nice to be part of this, show my appreciation and be part of this year Game Awards. And what a fascinating way to tell a story. It's just getting better and better all the time, and it was cool to be part of it. So thanks for having me, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Doesn't get better than that. Thank you so much, Eddie Vedder, for being here on the Game Awards. All right, now here's another brand new game to show you for the first time.
You can run for a long time. Sooner or later they'll hunt you down. Father Almighty, let me tell you the news with my midnight dues. Took my head and he held it tight and said, so I left them there. Great God up higher, won't you give me a sign? I'll be biding my time. I take this world away from sin. Put my head high and I go ahead. Tell the midnight rider, tell the winner, the gambler, the backbiter, sooner or later gotta cut you down. You could run.
There you go, Evil West. All right, on Twitch, we asked you to predict the winners in Content Creator of the Year, and the Twitch audience said Valkyrie with 44% of the vote. They think is going to
Okay,
win.
did I miss
So
anything?
The award for Content Creator of the Year is coming up next. Presented by Adobe, and artist Boss Logic used Adobe Creative Cloud to create tributes to the nominees. You'll see those in a minute. And we've also got announcements from Among Us and Fortnite. But right now, Scarlet Nexus is an upcoming action JRPG from Bandai Namco. Here's a look at the brand new trailer.
Scarlet Nexus. Why is that name familiar?
The virtual brain link cable will now be connected. This will hurt much more than it did in training. Be strong.
Beginning SAS cable connection.
Good. Seems like you're okay.
your minds and become one. Use the red strings to save the world.
Don't underestimate me.
Don't bother resisting. I will obtain the red strings.
I wouldn't let that happen. Focus.
Yeah, nah, this is a pass from me. I mean, a lot of other games that did this a lot better.
Play it on the all-new Xbox.
For me, I am often depressed when I look at the status of where we are in terms of depression and anxiety and inattention. We owe it to all the people that are suffering to be really creative and to try things that when you first hear it sound crazy, like a video game as medicine. My name is Adam Ghazali. I am a neuroscientist and a neurologist. It started for me 12 years ago. I became really interested in this idea of creating experiences as a way of improving brain function. And this relies on a principle called neuroplasticity, the fact that our brain reshapes itself and modifies itself in response to challenges. And so that's how it all started for me, to create a video game that was carefully designed to challenge and reward the brain in a very specific way. And so what just happened a couple months ago, the FDA cleared EndeavorRx as a medical device to treat inattention in children that have ADHD.
Oh,
this
cool.
is the first time ever that the FDA has cleared a video game for any medical condition. So what we're talking about right now is to have a video game prescribed, just like we prescribe pills for conditions, and think about this as a new type of medicine.
Oh, good for them.
The world is a dangerous place. Only the best can keep it safe. Become a Tier 1 operative. Plan, position, and execute. Do whatever
Oh, where
it
the kids
takes
all abuse it for their own
neutralize the
needs,
threat.
yeah.
Join the elite. Bring the thunder. Thunder Tier 1.
As gamers, you are just generally better humans, and the world needs you. Here at the Peak Humanity Procreation Facility, gamers from around the globe are donating their superior DNA.
I'm donating.
I'm donating.
I have powerful swims, and they can be yours.
Transcend humanity
Pardon.
through gaming.
I actually got an actor to say, I have powerful swims. Why would anybody pay for EA Play now that it's included with Game Pass, honestly? I'm sorry, they're saying more Titanfall when they fucking practically shuttered the franchise and put Respawn on all other loads of shit.
Welcome back, and as you just saw, EA Play is available now on new consoles, Steam, and Origin. It includes Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, one of our nominees tonight, and a great game. All right, now on to one of the biggest games this year. It was created by 3 developers in Seattle, now 4. You saw them. They've won 2 awards tonight. Interslot, they absolutely took over the internet with Among Us. Well, they sent us something special. This is the reveal of the brand new map.
You know
for
what,
Among
beyond the
Us.
shoes, what's
Check it
pissing
out,
me off is the
crewmates.
zips on his lapels. Driving me fucking batty. It's a terrible outfit he's got on. The airship.
Welcome, recruit. Get yourself acquainted with the layout of the Toppat airship. Enough slacking. Go do your tasks. You may need to take a ladder to get to certain areas, or maybe just take a nice shortcut. Quit grouping up. Choose a room to start in after a meeting. Someone keeps trying to sabotage us. Stop their plan. Keep your eyes peeled. We definitely have an imposter here.
Cool. Keeps that game going. I'm happy for it.
All right, the Among Us team has another surprise. They've turned my face into a mask, and that drops right now on Twitch for the next 30 minutes. That's right, the Jeff Keighley mask. Have fun. Don't be sus. They came to me and said, all right, we can do this. Wasn't my request.
Don't be
Anyways,
sus. You're too old to talk
Jeff
like the
Keighley
kids.
match now available. All right, he's a hilarious content creator with over 25 million subs and over 13 billion views. He's joining us now live from the UK, Jacksepticeye. Hello, Jack. What's up?
Hello, Jeff. How's it going? Hello, everyone at the Game Awards. In a year when so many of us were separated from our family and friends, one thing remained the same. Our favorite content creators were still there for us. Their streaming, gaming, and sharing helped us fill the hours and feel connected, unifying us all with our
sounds
shared
weird when he
passion
says
for
it.
play. Here are the nominees for Content Creator of the Year.
Content Creator of the Year, presented by Adobe.
Are you proud of me, Dad? Who is this man in my face?
That's you, baby. Nice. Selfie. I'm down. Outside.
Wait, hold up. Wow.
Put my crown on! Put my crown on!
Yes, I did! Bad piggy, bad!
Look out! Okay, looking down.
Where's our nomination? Where's the modern escapism in there? We make content. We're better than them.
And the Game Award goes to Valkyrie. Congratulations.
Thank you so much to the Game Awards for nominating me, and to all of my friends and family and fans and my loving community for being so supportive of me the past 7 or so years of streaming, and now to being Creator of the Year. That's crazy.
I know Alana Pierce, because she's the one that had that very famous...
Creators. I can't believe, I don't know. It's just...
where she's playing The Last of Us.
Thank you so much
She has
for
that
the
clip where she's
support.
playing The Last of
I'm
Us, and
very
she's like,
flattered
"Oh,
and
look at the
honored.
cute bunny," and then he gets an arrow through the throat, and she's like horrified by it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Adobe salutes the nominees for Content Creator of the Year at the Game Awards and all gaming creators around the world. Tonight, celebrate your creativity by downloading a free trial of Adobe Creative Cloud at tgaxadobe.com. And
It
get
just seemed
creating.
like all of those content creators were just shouting.
Joining me right now is the Chief Creative Officer of Epic Games, Donald Mustard. Donald, it is great to have you on
Donald
the show.
Mustard.
It's a yearly tradition, new Fortnite season. What can you tell us?
Oh man, it's so awesome to be here. It's so awesome to see you. This is amazing, Jeff. You did this yet again.
He's like Wish, like the Wish.com version of Chester Bennington.
New season has started. We just all battled Galactus together with our favorite Marvel heroes, and what that's done is it's left the Fortnite 0 point exposed.
Look at that
and
house.
Agent Jones
Fortnite's
is
doing well
looking
for him.
all these hunters throughout all these different realities that can help him stop anyone from escaping from Fortnite. And we've already seen several characters come in, and we have one more that he's bringing in right now.
I'll play that game. World premiere of a new Fortnite thing. They do it every year. Gotta pay for it first, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? You fucking kidding me?
Master Chief comes to Fortnite. You're getting them all, Donald.
Isn't that crazy? Like, Master Chief is just one of my most favorite characters ever in anything, and we're so thrilled that he can join the ever-growing cast of characters in Fortnite. And the coolest thing is he's going to be available tonight in Fortnite. You can go and get Master Chief.
And I know there's
Pretty cool.
some more Halo.
How much is he going to
coming as
cost?
well, I
20
heard?
quid?
Yeah, so I think we didn't want to just stop right there, and so there's something else I think we should check out.
Well, hello, sir. It's an honor.
Hey, Sarge, did you hear? I guess you already got the news.
What news?
Master Chief is coming to Fortnite.
Fort what now?
It's only one of the most popular video games in the world, but more obviously, it's where we are right now.
Huh.
Wait a minute, if you had no idea that we're in Fortnite, then why do you have a cardboard cutout of Master Chief?
Perfectly regular reasons.
Whoa, you guys new around here?
No! The chief got eliminated by a sneaky blue!
That's no blue! That's Ninja! It's such an honor. I'm a huge fan of yours on Twitch.
Twitch? Is he twitching because he's blue?
Stop making us look bad in front of Ninja. We're Sergeant Griff from the popular web series Red vs. Blue. You probably watched it about 10 years ago. What are you doing here?
Well,
I said
it's
they
more
still
than
make Red
just the
vs.
Chief
Blue.
coming to Fortnite. This map is too. It'll be in creative mode starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow.
Oh, so that's what we're doing in Ragnarok.
You mean Basin.
I'm pretty sure it was called something else. Either way, you can start reliving your favorite Halo memories here in Fortnite, and maybe add your own personal touches to the map.
Hey, wait. Does that mean we can have dance battles? Come on, Ninja. What do you say?
Save it for New Year's.
Do they still make Red vs. Blue?
Red versus Blue.
So I loved it.
Yeah, isn't
Like in
that so
2004.
awesome? It's so funny.
Back in the machinima days.
So what's awesome about that is that Blood Gulch was recreated in Fortnite Creative by this awesome creative team that call themselves Atlas Creative. And tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, you'll be able to go into Fortnite and you can play Capture the Flag in a recreated version of Blood Gulch.
Oh my God.
It's going to be fun.
Everything is in Fortnite.
So it's a
right
recreated
now.
version of
are
Blood
you done
Gulch
for the
done
season?
by people who aren't Epic, and Epic have put it into the game and are taking the credit for it.
Warmed up, so
This is such an
I think
Epic
there's
Games thing to do.
actually one more thing that we should show you.
Oh God Almighty! For fuck's sake! Are you fucking kidding me?
Thanks, Donald. I have no idea where we're going next, but I'm on board.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, Donald Mustard from Epic Games. All right, coming up in a moment, Keanu Reeves is going to present the award for Best Game Direction. We've still got a few more surprises. Don't go anywhere. Right now, let's hear from Rocket League on their new season.
Oh, The Walking Dead's
Hey, what's
had
up?
its
This
time.
is Cascade, and I am stoked to be welcomed into the Rocket League's vibrant community in such a big way. I'm excited to work with Psyonix and Monster Cat to put together an EP for Rocket League's music season, Season 2. Starting tonight, you can get the featured anthem in the item shop and grab my free banner all weekend long. Let's check out the Season 2 trailer featuring my brand new
You
track.
fell asleep
that I
before
made
you.
just for
You just
guys.
missed Fortnite.
I
That's
call
all.
it Flip
Master Chief's going to Fortnite. They're putting Blood Gulch in it, and Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead are appearing in Fortnite now for some inexplicable reason. And Cascade's music is in Rocket League, whoever he is. Uh-huh. Okay. Fair enough. Skyrim for Xbox Series X. He'll keep doing it. Every time someone installs Skyrim on a new device, it extends his lifespan by a year. God Howard himself. Ooh, that looks interesting. The medium I'm excited for. Oh, Yakuza 3 remastered. And 4. And 5. I need to keep playing through Yakuza 0.
Just checked Pokemon Go on my phone, and there's
shut
Wooper
up.
everywhere, so we can
Shut
officially
up about
declare
Woopers.
another
Fuck's
Overwatch.
sake!
Team Go Rocket Grunts are also appearing in balloons and at Pokestops, and you can save Shadow Wooper from their villainous clutches. Make Wooper your buddy, take photos of it with Go Snapshot, and battle with it in Go Battle League. If you're enjoying Wooper Watch, you'll love
I'm not.
Pokemon Go's December Community Day, happening this weekend. And be sure to check Twitter after the show to see how many Wooper have been caught globally during Wooper Watch. Whoop whoop.
No. Just Cause Mobile? Yeah, no, this looks dull as fuck. Doesn't really kind of convey the silliness of Just Cause, does it? Meh. Oh! No. 476.
Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
It's the only way you can really play on a small screen, though, isn't it? Yeah, no thanks. Wastelanders didn't keep my attention, so no thank you. Oh, after this slide, you need to go and look up the Sephiroth announcement for Smash. I giggled my arse off. So funny.
The Game Awards is back. We've got a lot of great show. Keanu Reeves still to come, Christopher Nolan, and so much more. And of course, we've got the Game Awards sale happening on all the platforms, including an awesome discount on Destiny 2. So
yeah, it was
sure
the
to
seasons
check
thing that
out
put you
across
off,
all
wasn't it,
platforms. All
Joe?
right, for the next 30 minutes on Twitch, you can get a free Cosmic Wrap for Fortnite. There is a Twitch drop happening right now. So check that out too. This next game was announced last year right here at the Game Awards, developed by Airship and supported by Riot Forge. And now they're back to give you a first look at the gameplay from this indie title, the first ever single-player console game from the League of Legends universe. This is Ruined King, a League of Legends story.
Hey, might happen, Sly. You never know. They're putting everything else in there. Fucking hell.
Cutthroats, spirits, monsters. When you live in Bilgewater, you see some things.
Let's start the party.
The Queen of Bilgewater, looking to bring order to this twisted town.
And stay down.
I see they kept the fucking boob physics going for Misfortune.
By fear,
This is destiny.
the legend, whose strength is only eclipsed by his kindness.
Feel better now.
The terror from the deep, who preys upon the living.
You won't feel a thing ever again.
The dishonored swordsman fleeing from his past like the wind. And a nine-tailed fox who devours the essence of her victims.
Delicious.
I see no fortune for those standing in their way.
I don't get this. So is it real time or turn based?
Help but wonder what brought them together. Nothing good, I reckon.
Like when they announced this last year, I thought, oh, this is going to be like a Diablo clone. Great use of the franchise. But then it's like Final Fantasy style combat.
All right, Ruined King available on console and PC in 2021. Now to present our next award, a man who absolutely needs no introduction. Please welcome Keanu Reeves. Keanu?
Jeff, thank you. Greetings, everyone. I'm honored to be here to present the Game Award for Best Game
cut his hair.
Direction. This category recognizes the studio that demonstrated superior creative vision, setting an even higher bar for the entire gaming industry. Over the past months, I've come to really appreciate all the fantastic creativity that goes into making a video game. A special shout out to the folks and team at CD Projekt Red in Poland. I had an amazing experience playing Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk 2077.
Looks a little bit like it, doesn't he?
Thank you. And now, here are the nominees for Best Game Direction.
Oh, he's so lovely.
Best Game Direction.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
What we're doing here could
Oh, please let it be Half-Life Alex. The direction that is so good.
I am Samurai.
You are the ghost.
You'll have a better home where you belong, here on Olympus.
I know you wish things were different, but they ain't.
Probably going to go to
And the Game
Last of
Award
Us.
goes to The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, of course.
Congratulations.
And there's Neil.
Man, thank you, Keanu. That's a surreal thing to say. Shout out to our game directors, Kurt Marganow and Anthony Newman. Wish we could be doing this together, guys. Man, what a year. It's an honor to be in this category with such incredible games.
I like his office.
Direction is nothing without a team to internalize it, make it their own, and turn it into a game. And we're privileged to have such an amazing team, cast, outsourcing partners, our partners at Sony.
Who you
Every
worked
single
half to
person that
death.
Worked on, touched this game, helped shape it. And a big thanks to my former boss, now partner, Evan Wells. You guided us through thick and thin while we made this game. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Thank you to the Game Awards and to all our fans. Cheers.
Oh, short acceptance speech.
Congratulations, Neil. All right, we've still got one last award to present, the big one, Game of the Year, presented by
It'll be
Christopher
Last of
Nolan.
Us Part 2.
And we'll also have a tribute to all the nominees performed by
Yeah,
the
that was
London
creepy.
Philharmonic Orchestra back at Abbey Road Studios. Game of the Year is coming up next, but right now, GTA Online continues to evolve, and next week they've got their biggest update yet. Check this out.
I know, right? Some of us have got work in the morning.
Is this the right place for the party? Can we post? Is there a hashtag?
We're all here because of one man.
You're not on the mainland now, huh? Anything goes!
I've seen him going in like a trout, chasing some supermodel down the beach on a panther, mate.
I didn't understand a word of that.
Lots of guards, high-tech security. I need someone to rob it. You're obviously going to need a submarine.
Let's try and come out of this with all of our ears and a bit of suntan.
I mean, it's GTA Online. Meh. Meh.
Lucy Adam was born about 9,000 years before our time. In the year 515,
Shout out to Hall of the Mountain
after
King.
having federated the African continent, she set out to conquer Rome. It was on witnessing the consequences of this terrible battle that she decided to impose upon her people a strictly vegetarian diet. And it's in 1082, following the unexplained death of the king, that she was crowned Empress of Spain. It's in fact to celebrate this event that rock and roll was invented. In 1789, allied with the valiant Japanese, she discovered the real Indies, which had fallen into the hands of the bloody French. This was followed by the Great Devastation, a 100-year war that Lucy Adam ended before beginning the Great Reconstruction and establishing a lasting peace by banishing all forms of currency and violence, as well as the use of selfie sticks in museums. Lucy, are you with us? Okay, so for next week, don't forget your essay on the cultural stereotypes of the great civilization.
I'm looking forward to Humankind,
How far
actually.
will you push Humankind?
April 22nd. Oh, cool.
We've been having fun with Instagram's Game of the Year AR effects. Here are a couple more. Those effects are still available,
Please,
so
Sydney,
keep posting
fuck
to
off.
your Instagram Reels. And coming up, we'll find out who's getting a real-life Game Award trophy for Game of the Year.
Oh, this is the new Medal of Honor that needs an obscene PC to run it.
Well, shit. How bad have things gotten?
The German occupation has turned every neighbor into a possible enemy.
We need more resistance members, but that's much easier said than done.
Drop your weapons. Make any move and we shoot. Please tell me you brought bazookas. Boom.
I really want this game.
Okay. That's a piece of shrapnel.
We had to report for the draft.
It was something we had to do.
Connaissez deux personnes, c'est une de trop.
You want to hear the rest of the story?
I'm waiting for the reviews to come out, and I'm waiting to see how people find it running on lower tier machines.
Where's my sister?
Because like a recommended spec of a 2080 is obscene. But you see, I don't think
we can ask for.
I don't think it looks any better than Half-Life Alyx, and Half-Life Alyx runs quite happily on a lower machine.
Welcome back to the Game Awards. I'm so excited about that Medal of Honor from Respawn in VR. Surprise, it's out right now. What an incredible trailer and game. I can't wait to play that, hopefully this weekend. All right, when the show ends, the games continue with the Game Awards Festival. You can play
look at the
upcoming
Steam
games
reviews first, see
and
what it's
stream
doing.
them on GeForce Now, which means no downloads on PC, Mac, or phone.
I think it's nearly
Make
over,
sure to check
Sly,
it
don't
out.
worry.
We got playable games available all through the weekend. All right, we've got one last world premiere to share with you. Check this out.
Okay, last premiere. Oh, Joe.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched.
Oh, I don't know.
Roger, copy. Eagle Houston, you're a go for landing, over. Sure, station. Unknown vessel approaching. We need first contact protocols. Humanity now stands as partners in the galaxy.
Might it be?
Godspeed.
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact.
We've already had Elite Dangerous. Is this Starfield? No. Oh, Mass Effect. Excellent. We got the Mass Effect Remastered trilogy coming out in the spring, too.
Mass Effect. I can't wait to see where BioWare is going to take that next. Very exciting. All right, well, to present our final award,
Here we
this
go.
man has created some of the most iconic films of all time, some of which screened this summer in Fortnite. And on December 20th, I'll be sitting down for a conversation with him on YouTube to talk about the home release of Tenet and his illustrious career. And if you've got questions for him, which I'm sure you do, send them our way using the hashtag AskNolan on Twitter. But right now, without further ado, to present Game of the Year, it's my honor to introduce Christopher Nolan. Hey, Chris.
Okay, so I've just
Thank
looked
you,
at
Joe.
Medal of Honor
It's an
Above and
honor
Beyond.
to be
It's
part of
55
Game
quid
Awards.
on Steam.
For me, I've always been interested in telling stories that immerse the audience. I like movies that unfold in unexpected ways and pull people into a world. When I look at video games, I see a lot of parallels with that kind of storytelling. How a player's agency and choice intersect with more traditional storytelling methods. It's exciting to see and really quite groundbreaking. Tonight, all 6 nominees for Game of the Year are true masterworks in immersive storytelling. To pay tribute to them, please welcome from Abbey Road Studios the London Philharmonic Orchestra, conducted by my old friend Lorne Balfe.
Nice. That's a meaty sounding bass this orchestra's got. Yeah, it's a good little medley, isn't it? Music in Hades is so fucking good. Sorry, that link between Hades and Animal Crossing is a bit much. Oh, that was lovely. I like that. Yeah. I didn't enjoy the game, but I really like the music.
And now, the Game of the Year award goes to...
The Last of Us Part 2.
The Last of Us Part 2.
There we go. I'm very happy that Doom didn't win anything, though, because I fucking hated that game. So annoyed by Doom Eternal.
Again, big congrats to all the other games we're nominated with. Everyone at Naughty Dog, I can't wait to hug and high five and get drunk with each one of you. That's going to have to wait till next year. I want to just thank every person that worked on this Ambition game and within Naughty Dog and outside. Shout out to our Sony partners again, Scott Rohde, Connie Booth, Herman.
I love Doom
Sean
2016.
Layden, Jim Ryan, your support
Just
and trust
really
in
annoyed
us
by Eternal.
means the world. And more than anything, and I know that I speak for the whole team.
I hated
when
the
say
platforming
this,
and stuff like that.
We'd like to thank our friends and family that stood by us and support us throughout us making this game. You inspire us not only to make better, more meaningful games, but to improve how we make games. On behalf of everyone at Naughty Dog, thank you.
Why didn't you improve how you made games while you made the game? I'm so annoyed by Naughty Dog.
Congratulations to Naughty Dog, Game of the Year for The Last of Us Part 2. And congratulations to all our winners and all the nominees around the world. Thank you for joining us virtually. And next year, hopefully, we will all be back together in person. But in the meantime, there'll be plenty of games to play. Congratulations also to Plouful, who is voted by the fans as their favorite emerging Valorant streamer. Let's all go raid her stream right now on Twitch. There's also the Twitch Gaming post show that's coming up right now at /Twitch Gaming. I'll be joining them to chat about all the things you liked and you didn't like.
That wasn't bad,
show.
that.
It's
okay.
been a very
Be quiet, Jeff. Fuck you and your trainers, Jeff. No, it was an enjoyable way to spend 3 hours and 20 minutes. That was longer than I expected, actually. Kind of expected it to be finished about half an hour ago. Including Jeff's choice, but yeah, good night, Sly. It was nice hanging. Yeah, some nice surprises there. Perfect Dark was the big surprise for me. That was incredible. And the redone Disco Elysium. Very happy about that. So, yes, thank you all for joining us tonight. Everyone who kind of stopped in and out, and anyone who watches on YouTube. This has been a pleasure to do, and I'm going to go to bed now. So, we'll see you all on... Monday will be the next time you see us, which will be when Biggie's streaming. Check out the podcast, and we'll see you next week. Bye!